Where am I? Am I here? There I am. Okay. You may have seen a little spoiler just then of what I'm about to talk about and what we're about to do today. Um, wow, can't believe how many people are enjoying the build. It's fantastic. I've been helping so many people on YouTube and on Reddit and on the forums and in my Discord. Like this is brilliant. Again, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants here, right? Hero Evermore is the one that we should all be thanking for putting all the basics of this build together and pushing it really far. Originally, right? I've just been building on top of his work, so as always, huge shout out to that guy. Um, yeah, my lord, where do I even begin? Obviously, we did that 100 mil video. That was really fun. I spent a lot of time on the intro to that and the thumbnail. Yeah, worth it though. I made myself laugh. That's the only thing that really matters. Um, yeah, let me just check some messages here, everyone. And then I'm gonna get started. Yeah, looks good in the Discord. I'm gonna close that down. I probably need to put a pinned message, right? That'd help people. Normally I put my path of building. Actually, I'm just gonna say path of building in the comments there. Yeah. So I'll put Discord, and then a bunch of spaces. See if this looks any good. Path of building. Excuse me. In the description. What does that look like? It should pop up over there. There. I have to flip it. Any second. I'm waiting. Is my YouTube and stream elements not working today? Hey, there it is. Okay, that looks fine. I'm happy with that. We will pin that message. If I can remember how to do it with this live streaming, right? It's been a while. Okay, so that's up there. Happy days. Right, where do I even begin? So we've had a lot of good reaction to the videos so far. So many people playing the build. I've made a few tweaks. One's pretty big. You don't need to do this, but I'm just trying to like experiment around at the moment and see what I can do. As you can see here, I'm actually trying to get another level up because I've been staying on level 95 for quite a while, just because I wanted to just push difficult content where I'm going to die in like boss fights I've never seen before and stuff like that. Um, and I've really enjoyed that. But it's got to the point where I need more points for the tree. I've actually had to like play around with the tree a little bit, and I've lost like this life node up here. At the moment, I've actually lost the 25% crit multiplier right here. That's like a 3 million DPS hit. Um, Not ideal, but I mean, we don't really need 3 million DPS, so yeah. The main thing that I've been balancing around is this thing. I've never had one of these before. I have got footage, I recorded footage of the very first time I used this belt, because, I mean, this is like the OG chase item in the game, right? And I've never, ever, ever used it before, and it's a lot of fun. Um, you can see I got this implicit modifier on my one here, which is fan-fucking-tastic for this build. It gives us 19% increased effect of our hatred aura. So, like, I mean, no matter what way you slice it, that's pretty good. So not only is it a headhunter, it's a headhunter with a fantastic modifier for our build. So that's the big thing that I've added. Again, like literally, I cannot emphasize this enough. If anyone is watching at the moment, I'm not checking. You do not need this thing. The build is nuts already. I'm just trying to play around and have a bit of fun now, right? I'm trying to juice up like defenses, but also not give up the really crazy damage we've got. And this is kind of what I've come up with. I now carry around both belts in my inventory. And if I'm doing mapping, I will use that. And if I'm doing boss fights, I swap back to that. And I've made sure that my resists are balanced enough. Like chaos resist is pretty bad when I'm using the headhunter. It's not ideal, but I'll see what I can do about that long term. But yeah, like, so the main thing that I worked on was get the headhunter in. This one set me back about 26 div, I believe. The price has been pretty steadily dropping. If you honestly wait like another week, it might be even less than that. You could probably pick up like a normal one for 20 div without the implicit at this point. I don't actually know. But yeah, so there's that. And then in order to obviously have this belt in, um, the big thing was the stat requirements. Before I had taken this int node here, I really wanted to get rid of that. The key thing with the headhunter is if you look at the like third line down there, it has a lot of dexterity on it. So I used to have that on my ring here. So my brain was saying, okay, let's get a good ring with int on it and as much resistance as possible because we're losing out on all of the resistances from this belt. That's why my chaos resist is so low without the belt on. And the jewel. So like on paper, it's a DPS hit of like, I don't know, 12 million, maybe more than that, 15 million. But I mean, it's a headhunter, dude. When you're actually mapping with this thing and you're slurping up the rare monster modifiers, that is not a 15 million DPS hit. In fact, it's almost certainly significantly higher damage, right? So this thing has really juiced our mapping damage up, and amazingly, our survivability as well. Because I forgot that you would slope up defensive modifiers. I don't know why I never thought about that. Again, I've never used this belt before. So there's like points you see when I'm mapping. I just have like a 2,000 strong energy shield come out of nowhere. And I'm like, well, that's pretty nice. So yeah, there's that as well. Anyway, int on the rings, or deck, oh yeah, it's almost certainly going to be int on the rings that you go for. Again, as much life as possible, as much elemental damage as possible, as much resist as possible. That's what I did here. And then, of course, because we don't have a belt slot, we have to put Warcries cannot exert travel skills on one of the rings. So in my last video, I talked about how we might not need 2 of the minus mana cost craft here. That is definitely true. You can definitely get by with 1. I still think you need to either take Cannibalistic Rite here, or on any of your life masteries, you need to take the bottom one. Skills cost life instead of 15% mana cost. Either of those makes it feel good. I did play around with just using the mastery for a while, but there were just a couple situations where I noticed that I ran out of mana, and that is why I've refunded this point here just for now until I level up. I never ever want to run out of mana. Ever. It pisses me off. So I've taken these 2 points again for now. They just feel so comfortable. And yeah, I mean, it's a notable, so it gets juiced up by my Timeless Jewel, right? So I'm pretty sure... Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. I've swapped my Timeless Jewel out as well. Again, a DPS hit. I no longer have 3 sources of crit multiplier on here because of the defenses. The elemental resists were so bad in swapping to a Headhunter that I needed to get a Timeless Jewel here with 40% fire resist on it. So if you see, I've got 20% there and 20% there as well. And so then I think there's 15% crit up here and here. So that's good. It's still two sources of it. And then the rest is just like melee damage and leech and stuff like that. There are better ones you could get, but I just wanted a cheap one. I think it was 1 div that gave me that 40% fire resistance to really beef this thing up. Because yeah, other than the chaos resist right now, I'm pretty damn happy with that, if I'm being completely honest. Let me just check something for a second. 1 second, crew. Okay, that's better. Sweet. Anything else to talk about? Pretty much everything else is the same as my 100 mil video. Oh, I've got a message. I have to check this, sorry. Yeah, went and saw a movie last night. Really, really good. Oh yeah, I had to take this all of the nodes down here, literally every single one, just to ensure that we get that 100% accuracy rating down here. Very, very important. And then I think I just had to take both of these for the crit chance as well. In the ideal world, you only take, say, like this one, and then you can move this node here from being crit chance to up there. Again, you just got to play with your passive tree as you see fit. Make sure you're at 100% hit. Make sure you're at 100% crit. Happy days, really, right? The only other thing I've done at the moment that's different from my 100 mil video, just because I'm trying to level up, so I'm doing a lot of mapping rather than bossing, I have just automated this flask again. Literally, I cannot emphasize enough, if you buy the bottled faith flask, use an enkindling orb, and get the 70% increased effect on it, that's like 12 million damage just in the flask. 12 million. Um, this setup I have here right now is the lazy setup. Because I'm mapping, I just want my flasks automated. I just don't want to be pressing buttons. I just want to zoom and go and get some experience, right? So I've just automated that again. But all in all, right, like, this is probably right now still at 88 million damage, and there's a headhunter, and as soon as we slurp up, what, like 2 rare mobs, you're probably over 100 mil again. So yeah, it's pretty fantastic. Um, yeah, once again, must emphasize this, if anyone is watching, you do not need this belt. Don't go out and buy it. This is just me having a bit of fun, right? Okay, I think that's everything. I'll probably do a video at some point. I just wanted to do an impromptu stream if I'm going to play the game this morning and see what we can get done. One thing that I will note is if I notice that Headhunter slurps up the modifier, where I just start teleporting randomly, if I'm doing Delve, I'm going to Alt F4 the game immediately. Because we're trying to level up at the moment, and that thing just teleports you into the darkness surrounded by mobs. I don't actually know what's going on there. I think what it does is it's kind of like Flicker Strike, and it just teleports you to the nearest enemy. But in Delve, that gets you killed like that. Like, it's just instant. You're surrounded by mobs who are all in the darkness. Before you can blink, you're dead. So I will try and catch that before it happens, and, you know, Alt F4 before we lose progress for no reason. That's the only downside I've seen of the Headhunter so far. Is that really weird buff, and it's only in Delve that it's a problem. In normal mapping, it's actually quite nice. It just takes you to the enemies, and you just nuke them all. So yeah, there's just a couple things so far. I'm gonna delve for a little bit here, just kind of going horizontal because we want to level up. If anyone knows a better way to get experience, please tell me. You know, there's so much to learn in this game. There's so much I don't know. So yeah, if you know a better way, just tip me up. I'm pretty sure there's like a Legion thing you can do, but I'd have to join a group for that. So far, everything I've done has been solo play, with the exception of a bit of mapping with my friends. That was fun. You also notice I might not even Warcry at some points. Like, we have such a stupid amount of damage. You don't even need to. I normally just replenish my Warcries when I want to get some health back. You'll see me just like throw the occasional Warcry out if I'm taking some damage. Yeah, this build has gone so insane that like who's still alive? Oh no, it's one of these ones. Maybe this is the boss fight one, which would be cool. Oh, I really wish it's that dragon boss fight. We'll see if we can one-shot him. But yeah, like, I've seen some people making comments about how there's, like, too much piano with builds. Oh, there he is! Watch out, everyone! Watch out! Oh, I was really hoping we'd one-shot him. But he phased. That's such a shame. Oh, dear. Yeah, I've seen people talking about how there's, like, too much Warcry pianoing. But, like, as you can see here, we don't have to do anything like that. It's literally all the flasks are automated. All the Warcries are automated, basically. You press the extra ones if you want more damage, but you don't need it. Yeah, it's just really in such a nice state, this build. It's, without a shadow of a doubt, the strongest build I have ever made. Sorry, not made, you know, done. I'd like to think at this point I've contributed enough to this build to have made this my own as well. But as I said at the beginning of the video, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants here. Like, I did not theory craft this thing from the ground up. Hero Evermore has done, you know, years of work on this thing. Years. So, I've just iterated on it. But yeah, it's the strongest build I've ever done by a factor of like 1 trillion. the thing that I find really tickles me is like in the past I've done like the Cirrus boss fight, right? And that's been like fun. You know, he's like doing his die laser beam in his last phase. He does the fucking big spinny laser beam, and I'm chasing him around like desperately trying to stay alive. Now he goes into the last phase. I press the flask. He like hit the ground like I don't know 2, 3, 4 times. And he's just gone. Just deleted. Like I just can't get over that. It is fantastic. Uh, so yeah, never had like a boss killer before. I was always a mapper. And this is a mapper and a boss killer. Dear. The only thing that actually scares me down in Delve, other than the darkness, but like the enemies that scare me, it's those bats. If you guys have done Delve, you probably know. It's the bats, man. The bats terrifying. Do you guys know that meme that's like, what was it from TF2? And it's the heavy saying, I fear no man, but that thing scares me. That's literally it, but with the bats. They're terrifying. They do such a silly amount of physical damage. I just got a whisper there. I'm gonna quickly just like put me on a different screen and check that. Oh, someone wants to buy a. That's fine. I was just making sure it wasn't anything personal. This is my old ring, actually. That's my old ring. 4 div. I'm selling that pretty cheap, I must say. It's probably worth a lot more than that, but whatever. Money now is better than a little bit more money later. Whoops. Let's whisper him. Thank you. I'll turn that back off again. Well, there's 4 more div. That's pretty nice, huh? Turn that back off. Where are we at? We're at 45% to the next level up. I'm going to do a bit more delving for a little bit here. Because it is good EXP, I've found. It's quite nice for leveling. There's a rare mob. We love to see that. We've slurped them up. Oh, okay. I think I can figure out what the modifier we slurped up is. So we're now doing this lightning storm around us, right? How cool is the headhunter? I've never ever used this. And until we get that like weird teleport thing, then yeah, that's a bit annoying. Look at how many rare mobs we've slipped. We've already slipped up 7, man. And when we get the Soul Eater buff, you'll know it. Because that is just a whole nother level of stupidity that this build goes to. It's so dumb. I think we've summoned zombies as well now. Why not? We're minion build now. Oh, this is just awesome, dude. You can't even see. If you're a new player tuning in right now, and like this is on the screen, like you'd be like, what on earth is happening? This is just ludicrous. Oh, dearie me. I've got so many like minions up right now. They're killing everything for me. So yeah, here's something that I guess I can talk about while I'm just doing a bit of leveling here. 19 stacks of the buff now. Oh my goodness me. Some of the common things I've seen people running into with the build. I guess I could talk about that. In case someone tunes into this, or you know, I could always chop this up and make it into a video later. I guess. The problem is I'm not wearing the good microphone, so it sounds a bit crustier. But it sounds way nicer in here because these are surround sound ones. Just the mic is busted, which is really annoying. Yeah, I could talk about some of the like common things that I keep seeing people doing. Common like mistakes or things to improve on. Yeah, if there's demand for that, I'll do that. But right now I'm just going to focus on leveling up. It seems pretty slow now. Once you get to like 95, man, leveling up is a pain, dude. It's why I just stopped caring completely and just stayed at 95 for so long. Like, it takes such an absurdly long time to level up when you're at this point. Yeah. I've never made it to level 100. I did make it to level 98 on a Essence Drain and Contagion build, like, oh, a long time ago, right? That was really fun. I did like EDC. That was always one of my favorite builds. Alright, we'll just keep going here. What are we at? 46%. So, like, so far, in all the delving we've just done, that's 1%. So that's pretty slow now. And if we die, of course, like, you lose 10%. So, ooh, I think I just face tanked a bunch of shit on the ground. I have got the Omen in my bags that will give me, if we die, basically, I'll only lose, I think it's, what, 2% or something like that? I can't actually quite remember what it is. But anyway, it's a lot better than losing 10% if we die. I'll lose a small amount instead. It's probably 2.5%. That would make sense, actually. I think the thing says that you lose, like, it saves 75% of the penalty. We'll have a look at it in a minute, rather than me guessing. Oh, we'll go to our ships after this then. Look at how many bats there are. Thank God we've got the bubble shield right now, the Halo 3 bubble shield. Oh, no. Whoa. Alright, let's go do those boats, huh? I'll show you what my strategy is with the boats at the moment. I'm sure other people know this one already as well. I think I just saw it on the Reddit somewhere. But I literally just send, while my farmers are ticking away, 2 of these bars here, the Verisium bars. And I send them to Nakanu, which is the one right here. And every single time they come back, which is basically every half an hour, you get anywhere between, I think, like 3, and maybe the highest I've seen is 9 or 10. I can't quite remember. Maybe it's 8. Stacked decks. And like this right here, that stack of 16, that's about like 30 chaos probably. I've sold like a stack of 88 for 1 div before. I think that's the best rate that I've done so far. That's great, dude. Like, that's just slow but steady profit. It's not nuts, you know, I'm not doing a 50 million shipment, but I'd like to, right? So right now I'm just getting a crap load of crops in the background. I don't have good farmers though. Like, look at this. I don't have a single rank 10 person. We have got a rank 9 person now though. Might chuck him on real quick while we're here. I literally got them like 10 minutes before the stream started, so let's just biff him in here, huh? That should help a lot. In fact, we will get rid of a couple of these shitters. Probably should space them out though. What's my next lowest? Corn. Whoops. Yeah, look, we've got these crappy rank 5 people. Go away. This will dramatically increase the... Oh yeah, look at that. That was at like 2 days before. Now it's already down to 1 hour 13. So that's interesting. I have enjoyed the town building aspect. What I've still got left to improve is the smelter, the runesmithing here. I haven't done like anything with the mapping really, if I'm being completely honest. I think everything else is topped up though. Yeah, it's just smelting and mapping and runesmithing I've got left to upgrade. So that's pretty good. Oh, I should put like a message saying, for some build updates, please go to the start of this video. I will just be trying to push level 96 and rambling for the remainder of this live stream. There we go. Because that is pretty much exactly what's going to happen here. Oh yeah, I did a bit of an inventory clean out as well. That's quite nice. I would really like to do this properly as well. I want to get a tree set up with Syndicate. Let me have a look here. Let me just have a quick little look at the tree here. Definitely don't want that. Bargain for items. No, I don't want that. I've just taken increased chance of them. Oh, that's it. That's all the Syndicate nodes on the entire tree. I've got them up here. This is a nice one. I actually have to say, this one at the top's a nice one. Completing your maps gives you 10 intelligence for a random safe house. That's great. But what I would like to do, what I've seen some people doing, is they put Gravicius, I think, over here in transportation. You just, like, get everyone else wherever. It doesn't really matter. But you just put Gravicius up here and get him as high rank as possible. And then you just do that. The reason why is because Gravicius, if I open my little cheat sheet here, if he is in transportation, he gives a full stack of divination cards. You can get some real nice ones with that, right? Like you could get a stack of divination cards and give you a mirror, or you know, some divine orbs or whatever. It's just like gambling, but it just sounds fun. I think I'd like to do that. So when I do some mapping, we'll try and get Jun and just set the board up properly. If anyone actually knows a bit more about that strat, I'd be really happy to hear about it, because I've not done that one before. So we've already slurped up 5 Headhunter buffs, 6 now, 7, 9. I don't even see the rares I kill sometimes. Like, they just die off the screen and I'm slurping their buffs up. It's fantastic. 21 buffs now? What is this? Oh no. I wonder if it's probably not rare mobs, it's like the buffs they had on them. So it probably means 21 buffs. That would make more sense. So if like a rare mob's got 2 or 3 buffs on it, then I'm eating them all. Brilliant. Like, it's actually such a nice compliment to this build, the Headhunter. Like, I know some people... Again, I've never had a Headhunter before, so I'm just really enjoying using it. But, like, I'm pretty sure it's unanimously agreed at this point that the Mage Blood is the best belt in the game, right? People don't really tend to use the Headhunter anymore. And I'm very, very certain that the Mage Blood would be the best belt for this build as well. Not a doubt in my mind. However, this is fun as balls. So... Like, it gives you defensive buffs, it gives you offensive buffs, it's just fun. Oh, I am gonna die in the darkness at this rate. I need to concentrate when I'm delving, or I just, like, run off the wrong way. Look at how stupid this is. I don't even need to use, like, Battle Mage's Cry on that. Just the automated war cries in the background is enough. I mean, especially with the head. Look what's happening right now. We're like huge. Such a fun belt. I just love it because it's the first time I've ever had it, right? And pretty cheap this league, I gotta say. Cheap, quote unquote, but like, I would have thought that this belt would be, you know, hundreds of divs or 100 div or something, but I picked up this one with the good implicit as well. For, oh, this is not good. I just chucked the flare down and spammed my life flask there and prayed. But we're okay. Yeah, 25 div for this good implicit. What the hell was that noise? I think something spawned there and it just died instantly because I had... Oh... Why is it giving me all this? They're probably delve items or something, right? Oh, look, 3 currency nodes there. Let's see if we get lucky. Go down there. How's the stream looking right now? I haven't actually checked it at all. Doesn't really matter. Let's just keep going. If anyone's there, if you could just tell me if the stream's looking okay, you can hear me all right, because my microphone's not that great. It's just the webcam one. My headset's busted. So yeah. That would be fantastic. But, you know, as long as you guys can hear me rambling, it's probably fine. I absolutely love this build, though. My god. I would recommend this to anyone that wants, like, an off-meta build. Because, whoa! What's happening here? Why can't I kill this shit? Ah, we've run out of mana. There we go. And these guys seem to be immortal or something. What's happening here? What the fuck just happened there? That was really weird. It was like they wouldn't die. I don't know. Oh well, we didn't die. That was very strange. I did run out of mana at one point, and that's when you panic with this build. You panic when you run out of mana. I would argue for anyone listening, if you use this build, resolving mana issues is the #1 top priority. Because if you run out of mana, you're just dead. If you can't leech from the enemies without insane damage, you will just die. And leech like mana back to, you know? So when you see your guy just like swinging his weapon around like an idiot, like, you're in trouble. So as long as you solve those, it's happy days, really. Cool. I'll read that comment in just a second when we're safe here. I don't want to look away, or I'll just do something stupid, right? Oh, look at that. That's a mini boss there. Just gone. Let's level that up. Right. Hi, I recently started this Ice Crash build. It's a lot of fun, but the main issue I've run into when using Echo Creation is every time I walk right, it takes away a lot of health. Absolutely. Yeah, this is one of the... Real quick side note, look down here. Look at the Headhunter bus. It's just doubled my effective life. What is that, man? Like, it's such a good belter. Okay, yeah, let's talk about that real quick, because a lot of people are running into problems using the new helmet. I probably will do another video at some point, just like the top 10 common problems I see people running into with this, like real quick, you know, like a couple minutes long at max, just to fire that out there. So, let me go to the hideout so my auto-exertion war cries don't keep ticking away and pissing me off, right? So this helmet, #1, please, please, please get a minimal roll on the when you attack, take 15% of your life as physical damage. That can roll anywhere between 15 and 20%. And because we're using so many war cries, you really want to make sure that's at 15%. Yeah. Obviously, you want the 15% more damage. Arguably, the more important line is the when you attack self-inflicted damage. That's #1, right? Pretty self-explanatory, but need to say it. #2, you must have this line somewhere. Ideally on your gear, because we're so point-starved on the tree, war cries cannot exert travel skills. It's super easy to get. You just need a ring or a belt. It literally costs 1 orb of alchemy here. That's it. It is, yeah. You must have that. I've seen many people saying, hey, my leap slam is hurting me when I use it. It's because the war cries are exerting your leap slam. And so then when you jump like that, you just chonk all your health down. Because you probably don't have any endurance charges up and stuff like that. So, in terms of every time you war cry, it takes away a lot of your health. You really, I don't know what I hit there. With this build at the moment, you really want to make sure you've got this cluster jewel. This one's actually, I would argue, the most important cluster jewel of all of them. And I'll explain why. It's this skill here called... Oh, it doesn't explain it? That's kind of annoying. If I hold Alt. Whoa, that's annoying, huh? Hold on, we'll pop over to Path of Building so I can make sure to explain this really well. Let's see if that just jumps us over, huh? Path of Building. Right, yeah, down here. So this one here that's got mob mentality on it at the bottom, this is probably like a crucial part of the build, I would say. Exerted attacks give you more damage, great. But more importantly, war cries have a 5% chance to give you endurance, frenzy, or power charges per power. And that one, in combination with our rage mastery, sorry, no, Warcry Mastery that says they have a minimum of 10 power, this is the crux of it, right? So, key thing there is mob mentality. Excuse me. When you've got that, the very first thing that you're going to do when you go into a new map or whatever, right? This is what I recommend. The very, very first thing you're going to do when you go into a new map is you're just going to press all your war cries just like once. And most of the time, I didn't hear, but most of the time, it just happened then, your endurance charges, because we have an ascendancy up here, right there, that says 25% chance if you gain endurance charges, you instead gain up to maximum endurance charges, right? Most of the time, that's enough. You just like press the buttons once and like all your charges are up and you're ready to go. That's a pretty key thing, okay? So being able to just instantly get 7 endurance charges, 8 if you've got a really good corruption or something, right? That's absolutely vital. Also, I'm having massive frame rate lag here. I don't know if you guys are seeing that. But yeah, I think this is a key thing. Like, as long as you've got this up, that's really, really, really important. So when you first walk into a map, I really just recommend you just roll your war cries. What is happening with the frame rate, though? Dear Lord. Okay? And then the last thing I need to say is when you use Ice Crash with the new helmet, if you don't hit something, if you don't hit at least one target to trigger your leech, that's when you're going to start taking that big damage. So with the 7 endurance charges, you can see here, all I did was just do a couple Ice Crashes, right? And it just topped me right up. Happy days, right? That's really, 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 really important. Just making sure you get your 7 endurance charges. But if you don't hit something, I'm going to just show this here. You don't get this little note at the bottom here, or wherever you've got it on your tree, called attack damage leached as life. Because our damage is so high, 0.4% of that being leached back, that's enough to always top you back up to full, right? Make sure you've got that on your tree somewhere else, staff clutches as well. That's really important. If you don't have that anywhere, like you just need that somewhere, just one of them, that should fix your problem, right? So I'm gonna just type this up as a recap. So 1, enter ensure at 7 endurance charges when you enter a map. And then 2 would be make sure you have war cries, do not exert travel skills. And 3 would be make sure you have, actually this is like 0 because it's so important, some form of attack damage leached as life. Okay, that's kind of everything so far. Oh, hold on. And 4, make sure you have the mob mentality plus the jewel. You can get that pretty cheap. One note on that, you do not need... Normally with cluster jewels, you have to make sure that it's like as small as possible, right? So here, how I've got adds 4 passive skills. With a medium one, you can actually get away with it being 5 as well. And you will spend the exact same amount of points. So you can actually save a bit of money there if you just look for a 5 passive skill one that has both those notable thingies there. What was the last point here? Oh, yeah. Does untiring work with mitigating the helmet damage? What's untiring, sorry? Untiring being the... So I'll just ask you to explain that bit. But here's number 5, I think. Make sure you've got a lot of armor. We scale our defenses, or not scale, but you know, it's really, really important you have a lot of armor for this build. So if you look here, like my chest piece, what to aim for? 4K armor, right? The Royal Plate armor is the single best base that we can use for this build. That's how you're going to get over 4K armor. You can see it on other ones, but almost certainly you're going to get it on this one here. I see some people using like evasion armor bases, so it's like split between 1,000 evasion, 1,000 armor. Like that's fine to get you going, but you need the armor for all that physical damage reduction and shit. The other Jug Ascendancy. Untiring. Oh, no. I've never ever used this one, if I'm being honest, because we don't care about regenerating life per second, because we get our life back from the leech. And again, we don't care about life regeneration rate there. Like, it looks like a alright ascendancy, but the two best defensive ones, which I've actually swapped to for now while I'm trying to level up, right, is this one here, Unbreakable, and this one down here, Unrelenting. Like, if you have both of those, the defenses go sky high. Obviously, up here it gets you way more damage and area of effect, and it's really fun. But right now, I want to level up, so I'm down in defense land. Again, you could try it. I do not have a problem at all with the helmet damage. My gut says to me that it's because I make sure I have 7 endurance charges as soon as I walk into a room, and when I ice crash, I'm making sure that there's at least one target around me, and then I immediately leech that life back, essentially. So yeah, you basically slam, you're gonna take a hit, and then it's completely mitigated. This is the last thing I'll actually say on this. I'm going to put point number 6 here. If you still can't handle the self-damage from the helmet, and it might be because you know your armor's bad, or you don't have a lot of life in general, like, so you're just taking so much damage, and because you don't have a lot of life, then a trash mob can come in and smack you, and then that's it, you're gone. Remember, I swapped this thing quite late. I had the 30 mil DPS build going before I even knew about this helmet. I didn't even know that this thing existed. So you don't need to use this yet if you can't make it happen. But this is probably a better alternative. If you can't handle the self-damage, just take out one of the links. Remove, in my case here, would be, where are they down here? Auto exertion, rallying cry. Right? If you just took that out, not only are you going to get more mana back, so that will help fix mana problems if you've got them, but you're going to deal 15% less damage to yourself. At the cost of, yeah, sure, that's a bit of damage, right? But you do no damage if you're dead. So if your build cannot sustain having these buffs in them, Infernal Cry is exactly the same. We don't really give a shit about these War Cries. They don't. Like, Infernal Cry does a little bit for us, but it's negligible. All they are doing is juicing up overexertion support right there, and obviously the new helmet. So if you are taking too much self-damage, just remove these for now. Just remove those for now. Probably need to take out one Cry first, as yeah, especially remember I had this build. Sorry, I swapped to Echoes of Creation at level 95. That 100 mil video I did, that's an end game build. I didn't even know that this helmet existed until level 95, right? So definitely just take one of them out for now. It's not worth it. If you're dying and you're losing levels and stuff like that, just take some War Cries out. You do not need Infernal Cry. You do not need Rallying Cry. They're doing absolutely nothing for you except damage. So yeah, does that make sense, everyone? There's 6 points right there that should help your survivability. Honestly, the most important one, this is so crucial if you're using this helmet though, is make sure you have this thing on the bottom of my ring there. War Cries cannot exert travel skills. If you do not have that, you will die when you leech slam. Your health will just go because you're not going to leech the life back, right? Because you're not ice crashing an entire screen and leeching the life from everything. You're just doing a little leap slam, and that's going to take so much of your health away. Yeah, that's super important. Oh damn, I just checked. We had 11 people watching just then. Wow, you all got to listen to me ramble there, but hopefully that makes sense, Jerome. Hopefully that makes sense, Darth. Yeah, that's what I have to say about that. Any other questions, keep them coming. I'm here for a bit. I'm just going to try and push this level up at the moment. And dump all this stuff in here because I do not want to do gearing right now or selling stuff right now. One thing I am going to note quickly, my internet might be a bit iffy for the next, I don't know, maybe half an hour. So we're just gonna have we're gonna have to see how this goes with the stream, okay? We're just gonna have to see how it goes. If it gets a bit crap, please just tell me in the comments there. If the stream just starts absolutely dying and the game looks like shit and you can't really hear me, please tell me, because that might happen for the next hour. Yeah, my game is like ultra frame rate lagging. So just please tell me if this is coming through to the stream as well. I know why. We're sharing the bandwidth right now, right? Oh god, can't handle the frame drops. I honestly might cap my FPS in game just to like 60 or something, just for now. See if that helps. It's gonna look a little janky for a second. Make sure nothing's around. There's always more enemies in Delve. Look, right now I really want to go into my settings and fix it, but as soon as I do, some stupid little bat is gonna come out and one shot me. All right. Hopefully that helps for now. Capping that at 60. Still kind of janky. Yeah, just please let me know if it looks like unbearable on the stream. But so you can see here, every time I ice crash, I take that little hit, but I'm already leeching it back up because we're hitting the entire screen worth of enemies, right? That's kind of showing that in effect there. Like if you walk into a room with this helmet on, looks great, haven't lagged. Oh, okay, well that's awesome. Thank you, Darth. That's fantastic. Well, I didn't expect that. On my end, I'm getting like silly frame rate lag. Maybe it's an encoding thing with OBS, and I don't know. I'm not technical enough about OBS and the streaming, and just do it for fun, right? Oh, these bats, I hate them. If you do delving when you're lower level, they will be your worst enemy, especially when you don't have a lot of armor. They caused a few deaths for me when I was leveling up and gearing up. These fucking bats. I hate them so much. You turn a corner and you get shotgunned by like 50 bats and it's just dead instantly. However, that's not really been a problem for a long time now, which is good. Very nice. Yeah, I'm definitely getting some like juicy frame rate lag. It might stick around for an hour. I'll just have to deal with it, honestly. Beautiful. Okay, we've passed 50% EXP for the level up. If anyone at all knows a better EXP strat that I can do on my own, please tell me, because I am interested. I want to push this level up now. Fuck it, we'll do them all at the same time. What's the worst that could happen, right? Normally, I would never do that, but... Look at these orbs we're spawning, and they're on our side. I love the Headhunter, man. It's so stupid. Ah, baited. Imagine if another Headhunter dropped there. That'd be fantastic. Was that a good one or a bad one? Who knows? Oh, this frame rate is awful. Makes me want to vomit. I even capped it at 60 FPS. It's definitely a network. I'm sure of it. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Oh man, are you guys really not seeing this frame rate? It's so bad. It's just the like constant drops down to maybe like 30 FPS and then it jumps back up. Is this build doable for a new player? Absolutely. Not with what I've got going on right now, but yes. Give me just a second to finish this map and I'll do a quick like build recap. Especially while my internet's lagging like this anyway. It's probably more useful. Yeah, let me address that real quick, Jonas. Hero Evermore on the POE forums. I'm actually going to drop a link to that super quick. Um, Let me drop this because he breaks it down really nicely for new players. Like, I've been pushing this build hard, right? Because I've enjoyed it so much. But this right here, um, Hero Evermore's OG Ice Crash build. This is such a fantastic starting spot. Okay? You will, and like he put a link to my original video as well, the 30 mil video. That's a good one if you're a visual learner as well. If you'd rather read, go to that, man. He breaks it down so well, and all of the core concepts of the Ice Crash build stem from that. We just build upon them, okay? So like all of my cluster jewels and the rage nonsense and shit like that, that's just built on top of Hero Evermore's stuff. So if you're just starting out, go with that stuff. Um, Essentially, though, like as soon as you get to Act 3, you can start ice crashing as a new player. Before that, I really recommend you use this. I will type this for you real quick. Before you get to ice crash in Act 3, use the skill Sunder and link to melee fizz. I don't know, it's just good. Yeah, honestly, that would probably get you by for now, right? And then basically just follow what he's got in all of the gems that we use are pretty much shared between. I don't think I've added in. Oh, I tell a lie. I've added in this frostbite setup and stuff. But to start with, just follow what he's got on that forum post. Yeah, level with Sunder until you get Ice Crash, and then just start building that build up from there. Oh, sorry, you're past the campaign, and you got a budget of 30 div. Well, you're richer than I am right now, dude. uh, Never mind. Don't worry about me talking about Sunder and bollocks like that. Absolutely, go for it. Like with 30 div, you'll be able to buy everything and then some to get you started. Like just get like a 2 to 5 div weapon. I actually sold my old Flesh Ripper axe that's like amazing to someone today for 4 divine. You can normally get a really good budget Flesh Ripper to start with for like 2 div or something. These Oscarm gloves are dirt cheap. You obviously don't need a bloody headhunter, just get a good rare belt. Pandemonious is probably at this point in the league, I don't know, 1 div, 2 div. Yeah, 2 div. And then you just need to anoint Whispers of Doom with 3 gold oil. Once you get a good one, like, and then you're pretty much good to go. I'm pretty sure this helmet's dirt cheap as well. So yeah, as a new player, and if you've already got a character, uh, hold on, is champion the same class as this though? Or is champion the duelist one? I can't actually remember. It's been so long. I'm pretty sure that's the duelist one, right? So you will have to re-roll a character for this. I don't think you could make it work on a on them. But yeah, I mean, if you re-rolled and just blast through the campaign super quickly, yeah, you'll have an absolute blast with a 30 div budget. I guarantee you. I mean, I league started this, right? And just incrementally pushed it up from nothing. Oh, you're a Marauder. I'm sorry, I don't remember what all the different ascendancies are called. Well, then you can just transition now and have a blast. Have fun, my friend. If you're a Marauder, yeah, you're good to go. Oh god, look at all this shit on the floor. Yeah, man, 30 div budget is enormous. You'll be fine. Grab yourself a Flesh Ripper, grab yourself the Amulet, grab yourself the Oscarms. Bonus points if you get Oscarms with corrupted crit chance implicit, because you'll want them long term anyway. Yeah, have a look at my path of building. It's pinned in the messages. I don't know why I pointed upward. Wherever your chat box is for you, I guess it's that way or that way, depending if I'm mirrored. Making a fool of myself now. Yeah, have a look at my gear. Remember that mine is super not budget at this point. Oh, I think we've slept up Soul Eater, because that was looking pretty nice there. The main thing is in the 30 mil DPS video I put out, I talk about the gear that you need It's basically axe, amulet, gloves, happy days. I think that's actually legitimately everything. And a few like flasks and stuff, right? How are we doing? 52% EXP. Might swap to some mapping and see if we get more EXP that way, honestly. So weird, like the game runs beautifully for a second and then it whoa, almost took that one. And then it dips to 30 FPS for me and then it just jumps straight back. Where are the enemies? So empty here. See how we slurp up that aura there from the ram mob? Oh, this is just fantastic. Yeah, I might do a bit of mapping soon. Oh, we're actually almost at a soul fight. Okay, that's fine. We'll run out of soul fight and delve, and then I'll go do some mapping to top back up. Oh, we're gonna get a bubble shield here, Halo 3 style. Whoa. I am insane. Don't listen to me, everyone. I am now going to hold the key down and scratch my head, and we will be fine. This is actually really stupid because, you know, there are like on-def effects and like the electric man that could spawn and then come and shock us. So I wouldn't recommend doing this, but like, look at this. So silly, man. This has just gone absolutely insane. Just a question, is there an easy way to search for your items? You know about the trade website, yeah? Honestly, you just smack them into that. Let me just, whoops, I didn't need to hit that button. Like, on the trade website, literally just type in Oscam. You know what? I'll go above and beyond for you, because I can do this pretty quickly at this point. Online only. There you go. Look, super, super cheap stuff in there. This is your Oscam gloves with the corrupted implicit already on it. Have a look and find one with good crit chance on it and like a low minus chaos resist roll. Honestly, look at how cheap those are. They are like 15 chaos, 20 chaos. Obviously, because they're corrupted, you will have to use tainted currency to fix the links and shit as you need. But that will get you started there. What's the next thing? You need the Pandemonious necklace. Here you go. Pandemonious. Boom. Hopefully these links work for you as well. And what's the last thing you need? A headhunter. No, I'm kidding. See if you can use Echoes of Creation. Again, if you're transitioning to the build, just give it a try. You might want to use a rare helmet to start with. Just see how you go though. I swapped to that a lot later. And then this is the big one. I'm going to send you my Flesh Ripper link, but it will be stupidly expensive, so I'm going to crank the stats down a bit. There you go. So this is any Flesh Ripper that exists right now with 100% fizz or more. So have a look in there, see what you can afford on your budget. What you really want to do with Flesh Rippers especially is you want to go to that trade link. You want to hit the plus button on the bottom left. Actually, I'm going to show this because this is quite important if there's any new people watching. Nope, that's Path of Exile again. There we go. Oh, lots of bookmarks there. There's nothing personal there, but don't want to show it anyway. So if you look here, what you want to do is you want to hit this plus button, and then you're actually going to, you know what, we'll show the whole thing, why not? You're going to hit that plus button, bop, 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 and then you're going to swap over to Path of Building, which for some reason isn't available for me to swap to in OBS, because pain. There she is, right? And you're just going to come to your items here, and you're going to hit Control V to paste it, and then it's going to show you if it's an improvement for your build, right? And you're basically gonna go down the list of the flesh rippers in terms of what you can afford. Probably like uh, filter it by the DPS like downward. Obviously, this one is only 488 DPS, so I wouldn't recommend buying this one, but it's still got the stats that you want on it. Anyway, you copy the flesh ripper, you paste it here, and you see how good it is for your build. And when you find a good one, buy it. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. So there is that. Let's close those tabs down. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so that kind of covers all of that stuff. Any other questions from anyone, please just sing out. I am here to help. I'm actually not keeping an eye on my Discord because I'm streaming. I should check that quickly. No, everyone's happy. I try not to have too many tabs open when I'm streaming, or, you know, things tend to explode. Honestly, I'm going to close Google Chrome entirely. That will help. I honestly wish I could play on PC because the items seem so much more affordable. Yeah, it is true. The economy is very, very different on consoles and shit, right? I think there's just so many more players on PC, so yeah. What were we doing? I got distracted. You could also use the trade for these items in POE, but getting a weapon... Yeah, I got super fucking lucky with this weapon, man. I bought this. I didn't craft this one. I was just keeping an eye. I was actually away on vacation, right? At my partner's house, and I was like tinkering, like fixing old computers at the time, and I just had my laptop, which is 10 years old and can barely run the game, and I just had it sitting there on the side while I was tinkering away with the trade with that exact link that I just sent you, and I put activate live search. I just left it on, and I just, whenever something came up that looked interesting, I would copy it, like I said, put it in path of building, and then this one came up, and I'm like, this looks really good. Because I think what happened with this one here, if you see the in the modifiers at the bottom, the third one down, the prefix modifier that's attacks with this weapon penetrate elemental resistances, I think what happens is this dropped in betrayal for someone, and it had a veiled modifier, I'm assuming, and they unveiled this thing and put the elemental resistances on it. And then listed it for like, I don't know what I bought it for, 5 divs or something. But I was like, wow, it's really good. Because normally to get something like that, you'd need to have a Redeemer influenced item. Let's see if I've got one anywhere. Yeah, this looking one here with the you see how it's got like the wings on the left and the right in the Tempest Rook buckler thing at the top there? That's a Redeemer item. So if you get a Redeemer Flesh Ripper, that can roll things like penetrates cold resistance and blah 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 blah. You want Culling Strike on the Flesh Ripper? That's really good to do for the start, yeah. However, long term, we buy this jewel right here, Impossible Escape. Excuse me. That lets us allocate passives in the radius of the point blank node, which happens to be right there. And right next to that thing is this. Culling Strike, but Culling Strike against marked enemies. And of course, we mark enemies with the Oscarm, right? Whenever there's a rare enemy or a boss, we always put a mark on it. So that just gives us permanent Culling Strike. Yeah. But until you get this setup going, yeah, just dump Culling Strike on the weapon. Honestly, it's really good on there. I used Culling Strike on the weapon for weeks. But long term, you'll do this. Again, I really do recommend if you're starting with this build, maybe follow the 30 mil DPS video I put out because your tree will look quite different to this at the moment. But honestly, you've got a 30 div budget, you might be able to just go straight to this tree. It's very possible you could go straight to this one. See how far your 30 div will get you. Don't worry about this cluster jewel up here for now. The cold cluster, that's just more damage, don't worry about it. As long as you can get like this medium cluster jewel, all the gear that we've talked about. Probably that large cluster jewel as well. Very, very key thing, Jonas, I'm not sure if you were here at the start, where I talked about you need some form of attack damage leached as life here. I'm getting it from this timeless jewel here. You can even get it from a tattoo. Like, look at this thing. You can just smack that on your tree anyway. You do not need a timeless jewel. Goodness no. You can just smack this thing on. Done. The tattoos basically you just put them over a strength node here and like yeah, boom. Anyway, yeah, you'll be good. You've got a good budget. Right, that's enough yapping. I'm sorry, everyone. Just I want to try and help everyone. This is fun. I love how many people are interested in this build. I'm really glad to see that. These bloody bats. I'm literally going the wrong way immediately. Iconic. Typical delve. So, once upon a time, there, we just face tanked, what, like 20 bats shooting us in the face? That would have killed me once upon a time. No more. Yes, more rare enemies. Good. I'd love to do some boss fights again, but again, at the moment we're trying to level up, so that's just not a good idea, really. I really need to level up. It's been so long since I've... Honestly, that's why I'm streaming at the moment. I thought if I'm just going to do a bit of, like, idle leveling, it's pretty good to talk while I do that. It's easy to just chat and blast your way through maps and stuff, right? Look at all the little meteors that we spawn that go and like hunt the enemies down. That's great. Absolutely love this build. I'm glad I could make it work in the build. Headhunter? Nope. Jebaited. We're almost out of sulfite here. I'm just gonna delve until we run out. The delve. Speaking of delve, no, that doesn't work at all. Anyway, I saw the new Deadpool movie last night. That thing was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. Would recommend that to anyone. No spoilers in the chat for people that haven't seen it, but really do recommend that. That was fantastic. Could you imagine if we got like a mirror on a stream? That would be amazing. That's another thing I've never had in this game, is a mirror. Headhunter buffs are absolutely, yeah, oh, they're so stupid. It's so much fun. Again, a Mage Blood would have probably been better use of the currency, right? Just put it towards saving up for that. But this is just fun. And like, it actually rounds out the build quite nicely, because, oh, look at that right there, that room full of bats. That's scary shit, even now. Especially if you got no endurance charges up. Hold on, I'll check that message when I'm safe here. I don't want to die accidentally. Feeling really tanky at the moment, but we are inherently fairly squishy with this build in terms of effective HP and stuff. It's something that I'd like to theory craft next for the build, is how to really crank the defenses up. But, I mean, right now this feels fantastic with the head. Gloves, extra corrupt temp chain? No, you don't want either of those. Because we use Frostbite with our build as one curse, and the gloves themselves are doing Assassin's Mark as another curse. So you're already using two curses there. If you took ones with temp chain or Ellie weakness, I did theory craft around this, but you'd need to have a third curse piece of gear. So that means either those unique boots that do it, or you'd have to get it on a chest piece or some shit like that. It just wasn't worth it. It was too many hoops to jump through, and it was actually a DPS loss, because it's only a level 1 elemental weakness curse as well that would apply. Yeah, it's just not worth it. I did toy with the idea at one point, but so just stick to getting a corruption for now with crit chance as high as you can, and making the chaos resistance, because it's a negative modifier to that, as low as possible, and as high as possible with the max life roll. Good corruptions to get. +1 frenzy charges. That's really, really good to get, but it's probably going to be expensive. Max life you can get on there. I have attack speed on mine. It's fine. Not mandatory, though. Honestly, just stick to budget for now. Get as close to 0.8 attack crit chance as possible, and good rolls on the gear itself. Because this minus up to 20% as chaos resist is really shit. It's not great. Mine are terrible. -19. Like, dear lord. I'd love to get that. I am on the lookout for some new Oscar. Oh, you can also get things with like plus to the level of socketed aura gems and stuff. That's good. Put all your auras in there. Have a shop about, see if there's any cheap ones with like a good other modifier, but if not, yeah, just get crit. Just get crit. That's all you really need. Oh, go. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about, where we've got this teleport thing. I'm very tempted to alter for the game right now. This gets you killed in Delve. Okay, we're at the node here. We might be alright. This is the only thing I don't like about the Headhunter. In Delve, specifically. It's great in mapping, but look at this. It teleports you to enemies just in the darkness. This is how you die down here. It's so bad. I do not like it at all. Look at this. We're just over there in the darkness now. I should really probably ult F4. If this causes a death, I will not be happy. No, we're fine. It's only a problem in Delve, and it's only when you slurp up that specific modifier. I don't know if you guys could see what was happening there, but every now and then you just teleport to the closest enemy. And the closest enemy is probably in the darkness with all his buddies, and they take like 90% damage reduction, and you just die. It is a problem. It has got me killed once in Delve. Alright, I think we're out of soul fight. I mean, we could technically do that. We'll have one soul fight left, so I may as well. We'll empty the tanks in. Bonk. Where's our first Headhunter buff? None yet. What was that? Chaos Orb? I still go and pick those up. Oh, this was worth doing. There's resonators here, so happy days. Okay, and we'll be ending Delve here. Yeah, super, super fun build. I mean, this has been pushed to the brink now, but I'm sure there's more I can do with it. I mean, once I got to 100 mil, I was like, surely that's enough, right? But this is definitely even stronger with the Headhunter. Once I managed to balance all the resists and attribute requirements and stuff. Without a doubt stronger. Especially because I've swapped to the defensive ascendancies as well, right? And it's still doing a crazy amount of damage. Right. Let's do some mapping. Just some T16s, I think. Just a quick note on my mapping at the moment. What I'm doing here is I've taken this destructive play thing. So what that means is that the Maven is going to be joining us for all our boss fights at the moment. And she is supposedly powering up the bosses and like making them trickier. I mean, we're going to rock up and we're going to kill them in one hit. So it's not a problem. And then she summons up to 1 to 3 extra bosses who normally just die in the AoE of the Ice Crash that I use on the first boss. But it's really nice. And then the thinking here is we've got lots of bosses, right? Which are hopefully going to drop synthesis maps, Elder and Shaper maps, Conqueror maps, you know, stuff like that. So I'm not doing Eater or Searing Exarch with this setup here. It's purely for Maven. And honestly, one of the main reasons I'm doing that is because I have never ever done the Maven boss fight. Not once. Ever. When I level up, sure, I will do it then. Because I know that there's like a memory gain thing that if you fuck up, you die, I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm almost certainly going to fuck that up because I've never seen it before. This is my thinking at the moment. So we're just going to take a bunch of random maps here, I guess. And we will just ouch and go. Honestly, let's just grab whatever we've got. I don't really care what it is. Ouch and go is fun. I will roll maps if I'm doing like a gold farming strategy, but that's not what we're going to do right now. So I'm just going to make sure that they're not rippy. We will scour the magic one. And that one. I thought there was another one here. Okay, we have to have a quick look here. That's fine. Can't inflict exposure means we'll do a bit less damage. Doesn't matter. There is a few mods that we do care about, and I will call them out if I see them. That looks fine. So I'm doing this a bit slow because I'm tired. Okay, this one I think's annoying, but I could do it, but I won't just because I want to level up. Monsters steal power, frenzy, and endurance charges, right? If we go down to 0 endurance charges, we are a lot squishier and we can die there. That one is doable, but it's just annoying, so I'm going to roll it off for now. Because I actually care if I die. That's all fine. And it also had monsters can't be stunned on it as well, which is just a bit annoying, because then it means that we don't fortify, because we need to do this here, if you look at that. Melee hits... melee hits which stun have a 5% chance to fortify. So we want to be able to stun stuff. Alright, all of this looks fine. So I'm literally just going to ouch and go. Alch and go? I guess, if it's alchemy. Yeah. Goodness, I've been saying that wrong forever. We'll put these down here. Alright, as you see, I roll my war cries when we get into the new map. We got unlucky and didn't get the 7 endurance charge proc, but it doesn't really matter. Be fine. Oh, another one that we care about is a reduced recovery of mana and life and all that stuff. That one is just annoying. Again, if you run out of mana with this build, it can just lead to deaths, so I typically don't do that mod at the moment. I'm gonna... Oh my god, okay, here's the headhunter with juicing. Oh god, what's happening? I've turned into a meat blender. See why I like this thing? This is so stupid. Oh no. I will respond to that comment in a second here. I do have my gloves socketed. Oh, this is so dumb, man. Alright, here's the boss. Watch out, everyone. Oh my god, he's coming. I didn't even like put my buffs up there. He just kept attacking him into a corner. Oh, that's so funny, dude. There is a really important thing to note about the gloves and what you need to socket with them there, or specifically what not to socket there. Just give me a minute to finish this map, and then I will talk that through. That was so fun. I love the Headhunter. It's just so stupid. Like, when you get those buffs that stack on each other, and you're just a meat blender, right? We could do this Harvest real quick as well. Harvest is actually a great way to get your Headhunter buffs up, from what I've seen. Bonk. And it also lends really nicely to our playstyle, because we can free cast Ice Crash, right? And then everything comes out essentially frozen. Or dead. So, like, yeah. There I'm just, like, Ice Crashing just before the wave spawns, and then it is already getting hit when it does spawn. It's quite nice. It's already... If you... Does that make sense, what I'm doing there? Like, pre-casting the Ice Crash, essentially? Harvest is actually really, really good to do while you're gearing as well, because you can like re-roll your resists and stuff like that. You can also just sell the life force to other people, which is really nice. Oh, give me a bubble shield. Thank you. Look at that. Look at my energy shield just cranked up. Alright, we've almost finished this map here. I have to backtrack and do the syndicate shit. Right. It that fled. Now, I need to actually set my board up, so bear with me here. Riker moves to transportation, she moves to intervention. So it that fled doesn't look like she's that exciting anymore. But Riker in intervention gives blight scarabs. They're not terrible. So I'm just gonna dump her in the interrogation thing. The only thing I actually want to do right now is get Gravicius in transportation for that fun-sounding div card thing. Right. Do I have my Oscarms socketed? Okay, this is what I've got in my Oscarms. You don't need to copy this. Sorry, the one thing you don't want to socket in your Oscarms is your Frostbite setup. If you have Frostbite and Battle Mage's Cry specifically in the Oscarm gloves, you have two different how do I phrase this? You have two different triggering gems in the same piece of gear, and it doesn't play nicely, if this makes sense. I realized this mistake after a while. When I first went to the dual curse setup, and I just like smacked my Battle Mage's Cry in here, because the gloves themselves, right, they are triggering a curse, but then you also have Battle Mage's Cry, which is trying to trigger Frostbite. Yeah, it just doesn't play nicely together, okay? I really recommend if you are buying this new helmet, you put the Battle Mage's Cry setup here in the helmet. And honestly, in the gloves, just socket whatever the hell we want. Just do not socket the Battle Mage's Cry. Does that make sense? Yeah, I'm going to actually write that down because it's really important. No, do not socket Battle Mage's Cry in your Oscarm gloves. To trigger spells, do not play nice with each other. That's actually really important. If I make another video about if I make another like short video about like the common mistakes people make with this build or like things to improve on, I need to actually make a note of that because that's really, really important. I don't actually think I brought that up on a video yet. There's so much crap to remember, right? Alright, let's keep it going. Maven, she's wild, but I'm pretty sure this build will be okay doing Maven. Yeah. It's just I've never done it before. And I know that there's like a memory thing you have to do. And like, I'm pretty sure that that kills you if you don't get it done right. I'm not worried about the damage. I'm just worried about messing up a mechanic that is that will get me killed. It's like when I did Uber Elder. I've only done it once so far in this league, back when I was at like 50 mil damage or something. I just could not remember that fight at all. There was like a long period of time where I was just like, who am I supposed to be attacking right now? I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So I really would like to redo that fight. When I actually know what I'm doing. Is this spread up here yet? No? I like Blight. You got the helmet and the gloves? Very nice, my friend. Very nice. Definitely get the amulet and get Whispers of Doom. That's a really, like, you've got such a nice budget to start with, man. It's gonna feel really, really good with 30 div off the bat. Dun, 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 dun. Shout out to Camille, or Camille, I've never heard his name before, that's a good point. For doing the soundtrack for this game, man. That's exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. Yeah, I just realized I don't actually know how to say his name. Quick, chat, how do you pronounce his name? Easy peasy. Ooh. What's this? Minus 22 physical damage taken from hits. I don't think that's a very good synthesized belt. That's probably going in the bin. I don't think there's any niche build that would want that. I'd love to do some blighted maps for you guys. That's really fun. But the game quite literally turns into a PowerPoint presentation. And that was without having OBS Studio up and streaming right. So with it, it would probably just, my computer would explode and set off a nuke. So we're not going to do that. We're also not going to stand in all of that because that looks terrifying. Yeah, definitely get Pandemonious, Jonas, and smack Whispers of Doom on that thing. Legion's an interesting one. Like, we're okay at Legion, but we're not great. We don't have anything that, like, chains the explosions, so it's never going to be super efficient farming for this. Oh, I think I've got that teleport buff again, but it's alright when we're mapping. I don't mind it when we're mapping. Yeah, I've definitely got that teleport thing. So you're going to see me just, like, randomly teleport to enemies, and... Yep. It's so disorienting when it happens. Ow. I'm actually not going to stop the loot right now, because we're probably just going to get randomly teleported, and then it's going to throw me off. Oh! Did you see that? Apparently that was the boss fight. Apparently that was the boss. I was just ice crashing those enemies there, and then apparently we killed the boss as part of that, so that's pretty cool. Just insane. Oh, ran out of mana there. Yeah, I'm actually gonna teleport out just because this buff is really disorienting when it starts teleporting you everywhere. Oh, there's a speed shrine there. We'll take that. When you're leveling, I really recommend taking the Axe Mastery, when you're gearing, leveling, whatever, take the Axe Mastery. That means that when you kill enemies with an axe, they are destroyed. What that basically does is anything that has on-death effects does not exist. Oh, we got the buff again, guys. It doesn't exist anymore. When you kill something with an axe, it ceases to be. So it can't do a on-death effect if it's literally doesn't exist, right? Key example there is the like porcupine enemies that when you kill them, they shoot out needles everywhere that do a really high amount of physical damage. Yeah, they just won't do that because you despawn their body when they die. I'm not using it right now because we don't really need it anymore, but very nice to have when you're gearing up. Stop teleporting me! It's very janky, that headhunter buff. Does anyone know what it's called? Look at that, almost got me killed there. Because it teleports you into the enemies, like directly into them. Yeah, it's quite annoying. Really, really wish you could turn that one off or something, but I guess it's got to be balanced out somehow. The stupidity of this belt, right? Bonk. Because it is insane. This is absolutely insane. I mean, the build's insane. Let's get that clear. But I'm enjoying what it's doing to the build with it. Are we done here? Yeah, I think we're done. Yeah. Kill these enemies as well, why not? We're slurping up EXP right now, everyone. Again, we won't do that blighted map because that will cause a problem. Right, not bad gold we're getting as well. I do have a gold farming strat. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. It's where you juice up the glacier map and all the unique enemies that spawn at the end. That's really fun to do. But that final boss on the glacier map, he will still one-shot this build sometimes. I mean, he is just stupid. If you mess up and he lands a leap slam on you, like, you're just gone. So we will not be doing that. Oh, we're at 62% now. Wow. I think I'm going to get this level up today. Maybe we'll try the Maven boss fight to end on, just to do something different, and then that's going to be it for me today. because I do have stuff to do. But it's been fun. It's been really fun. Nice to have so many people chatting in the stream as well. Listening to my insanity, right? This is actually quite a nice small map here. We could just rush the boss and leave, but again, that's what I would normally do with this farming strat. But we're trying to just level now, so. You may have noticed as well, like, because of how strong our damage is, I'm not even bothering on rares or boss fights to swap into blood stance anymore. We just stay in sand stance. We don't even take the 30% extra damage. We just keep the extra area of effect because it's nice. Like, that's the boss. He's gone. Here comes some more. And they're gone. What is this? So satisfying. Craziness, man. But obviously when you're gearing up, when you find a juicy rare that is resistant to death, or there's a boss fight, just quickly tap your button to go into blood stance. Mine's on middle mouse button, so just like that. It's instant, you're already in blood stance, and you just know that your attacks then are going to do 30% more damage. That's pretty nice, huh? So if something won't die, that's the answer. Strongbox here. Oh yeah, I've started carrying Orbs of Alchemy around, so I can actually roll those strongboxes. I should start doing that. Or I could be lazy and take the 3 points on the tree that does that for me. I'm gonna do that instead. We'll finagle with the Atlas tree later. Here's a question if anyone's watching right now. Is it better to stream, like obviously videos I'll do on YouTube, is it better to stream here or on Twitch? I'm legitimately curious. Would more people be interested in it being on Twitch instead of here? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think after this fight here, or this map, we're actually going to get a Maven boss rush encounter, so we'll probably do that. Those are not very scary. I did the one that had all the like Shaper Guardians in it. I think it was yesterday. That was fun. They died in one hit. Oh no. Okay. We like to see essences now because that just means free headhunter buffs, right? Still got to be careful, like, you don't want to be silly. I am carrying around the item that means we won't lose too much EXP if we die. But, yeah, I still don't want to die at all, right? We just want to get this level up. Level up, boss fights for a bit until I've kind of done those, and then back to leveling up. We want to... I just need more points on the tree, man. I've actually had to drop one Frenzy Charge for now. And the crit multiplier. Yeah, that's two really big nodes that I want to bring back. So that's 2 level ups I actually need to get in order to feel quite happy right now. Yeah. Oh, we are just a meat blender of death right now. Oh, wrong way. Look at the leaps speed. Formula 1 Marauder right here. Oh, and just as like a little aside, our Leap Slam, I mean, it probably does even more now, but our Leap Slam on its own does like 3 million damage. It's so stupid. So you'll sometimes just blow up trash mobs with Leap Slam. You'll probably notice that as you play the build as well. Alright, boss should be up here somewhere. There he is. Bonk. We're upping the stakes. The stakes are upped. Farewell. This is just insane. 19 monsters remaining. Look at this map clear. This is why we've got the headhunter now, right? Because our map clear, I'm literally stuck in a tree. Our map clear has gone through the roof. Sorry, as in clearing speed, that is. It was really good before, but it's just a lot more zoomy now. Quickly do this one, I think. Poison on hit, frenzy charge, main with attacks. We'll be fine. How can go? Poison on hit's a bit annoying because chaos resist is so bad right now. I might go blood stance for this one, honestly. Who's up right now? You. Ooh, okay, yep, this is not good. Whatever that... holy shit, dude. He was just spamming all sorts of nasty chaos attacks at us then. Oh, goodness me. Okay, this was... this has been sloppy. I will admit it. This has been very, very sloppy. It's because that guy set up in the bottom left corner there. This, whatever boss was just chilling down here, he started doing some phase where he was vomiting out chaos damage everywhere. That was terrifying. I'm actually quite surprised we didn't die there. But that's a testament to how strong the defenses are now, right? Like, that's this ascendancy. Take this shit, guys. We don't need a little bit more damage. This thing is strong. It's a really, really good ascendancy. Like, that totally kept me alive there. And all I did was I just spammed my instant life flask and rolled my war cries there, because they give us 15% life back until the phase ended, and we were fine. So that's cool to see. But yeah, that was very sloppy. Unique bosses are possessed in this one. That could be interesting as well. Oh, it's this map. As soon as we start slurping up those rare mobs, right, we'll start zooming through this. Go back here just in case there's any. Oh. With the Atlas tree that we've got at the moment, we want to... What's the most important on the Flesh Ripper? Physical damage, yeah. I would use the link that I've got, though, because that one's at least giving you... all of the Flesh Rippers you're seeing there are going to have things like crit multiplier on them and more crit chance, which you're going to need as well. Because when you first start with this build, you're not going to have 100% crit. So getting that on the Flesh Ripper, I still have % crit chance on my Flesh Ripper as well. Like extra crit chance. So you use that link that I sent you, and then yeah, basically in there is higher physical DPS. You can like filter it by physical DPS downward, and then just keep scrolling until you find ones that you can afford, right? Or put a max limit on it of like 10 div or something. Yeah, with the link I sent before, those are the most important stats in my opinion. Like attack speed, you can actually hit a point with attack speed where it's gonna lower your average damage, I think, because you attack too fast. So that's actually a mod that you don't necessarily want. Can be good though. If you want to attack fast, I think I'm safe. If you want to attack fast, you just take this ascendancy here. And honestly, Jonas, you'll probably use this one to start with. If you need to just get your accuracy up, just take this ascendancy right here called Undeniable. It will fix your accuracy problems like that, especially if you have the Oscar gloves as well, right? That you just will have 100% hit, guaranteed. There's a rare mob. Alright, let's zoom. I'm sure we slurped up a bunch in the Legion as well. So yeah, I'm more or less going to be full clearing these maps at the moment because we get more boss spawns at the end if there are less enemies in the map remaining. I'm not going to go out my way to like full clear the map, but I'll just kill everything on the way that we see, right? Like I'm sure we've missed a bunch of shit. in the bottom south ways here, but... Oh no, we actually have gone the wrong way. So it's fine. Did that make sense, Jonas? I hope so. It's like, what makes sense to me might not necessarily make sense to everyone, especially if you're a newer player. So I just gotta ask to make sure that I'm not being crazy. That looks good to me. Alright, so we're actually going to roll with the strong box this time, because we've brought the Orbs of Alchemy, we may as well... You understand? Awesome, thank you. Make sure I'm explaining things clearly enough. Again, I think my my videos are typically better than when I'm live streaming, because, you know, I've sat down and I've actually had time to think through what I'm saying, whereas here I'm literally just verbal diarrhea at the screen, right? Boop. Looks good to me. What's still alive? Okay. Yeah, I like that. Just bringing a stack of alchemy orbs along with us, and we can smack that on stuff every now and then. I'd love to do some of those boss fights. I need to look up the... The reason I'm laughing there is because this was that was two bosses. This was a double boss spawn map, and they were possessed as well. So they're probably gonna have some nasty modifiers. Didn't even see the boss. I just ice crashed there, and they were both dead. Oh, that's fun. We got this, which is fun. Might do that. What are these? I don't actually know what those are. Garbage by the looks of it. This thing. Whoa, look at that fracture, guys. 8 strength. That one, I would just disenchant it, I guess. Wasn't there some other garbage we picked up earlier, like that one? Obviously, those are pretty bad. We could get rid of those. This is terrible. Any other uniques we could just go... Checking our disenchanting real quick. I'm going to quickly do that. Look at that, 10 stacked decks there. I could have come and picked that up, you know, like probably an hour ago at this point. I just forgot. Pretty sure we could sell all of that for another div then. Yeah, looks like it. Can I link back? Yes, please do. I don't know if you're going to be able to paste it in YouTube though, because it's going to be too long. Are you in the Discord, Jonas? It's probably easier to paste it in there. Let me open the Discord real quick. I've actually got it closed at the moment. If you can link it in the Discord, that would be really good. It's the pinned message at the top of the comments, because then you can just copy it and dump it in there. Or better yet, if you're on PC, just send me a whisper in game. You can just send me a whisper. My character name and your ice cream. But it depends if you're on PC, right? But let me know when you've sent it on the Discord, because I've got streamer mode on, so we'll not send me notifications, right? What are we at? 66%. Okay, not bad. It's not terrible. Did I finish this map? I think I did, right? So we'll finish this last one. Cursed by Enfeeble, yada 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 yada. Yep, looks good. I see someone just joined the Discord. Was that you? Do we want to do the Delirium? Probably. Oh, this is a terrible map, though. This one's an annoying layout. If I'd realized this, I probably wouldn't have done this map. Just wait out these explosions. Yeah, just sing out in the comments when you've sent that, because I will see it there, because I won't see it on Discord. Fracture is my name now, I think that's it. Okay. I'll have a look soon. Oh, this map layout, it's so smelly. Where am I even going? Must be up here. Yeah, there we go. A lot of those little nukes there. One of the problems with this game is obviously stopping to loot. I feel like that's the main times I've died, is I stop to pick something off the floor and then I just get blown up. Always feels sad. Yeah, once the Delirium runs out, we'll check that. You just give me a sec here. There's a shrine in there. Bonk. One of my favorite things was I did the Cortex map for the first time ever the other day, and he started an ad phase, and he summoned a bunch of rare mobs. I was like, oh, you should not be doing that, buddy. Not when I've got a headhunter on. Again, not that you need it. Like, he was one-shotting everything anyway, but it's still pretty funny. The Maven didn't seem to summon anything that time. Oh, she's doing it now. You're a bit behind the time there. Why was she so delayed there? Probably a janky interaction with Delirium or something. Let's check this Discord real quick. I will clear the map though. Oh, you sent it as a DM, okay. Okay, if instead of sending it as a snip, can you just literally in-game, if I show you here, and you take your Flesh Ripper, and just hover over it, and just press Control-C, and just spam that, and then just literally paste the text instead. It should copy the text of the weapon. I just gotta check a message here. Okay, let's see if you've got that text to me. No, I just sent the picture again. Sorry. It's got to be the text because then I can import it into my path of building as well. You should just be able to like hover over your weapon, Control-C, and then just paste it. If that doesn't work, try do Alt, hold down Alt, and then Control, and then C. Try that one instead. That one normally works. Hey, there we go. I got it. Okay, let's have a look here, shall we? I'll compare it to my one, but obviously, yeah, it worked. It worked now. Okay, so if we have a look at your one here, so it's got fizz on it, it's got the cold damage on it, which is fine. Like, this looks really good. Again, keep in mind, my one's, like, really solid. I would say, like, the DPS up here is quite low. But this will absolutely do you a dream to start with. You know, you build up the upgrades incrementally over time with the currency you've got. This is looking fairly solid to me. You've got Culling Strike on it, which if you get that on the tree, you can swap that to just 25% more fizz as well. Yeah, looks great. It will do you really well while you're starting out. I mean, you're just starting the build and it's only 34% lower than my one. That's good, right? I've seen people using like unique axes that aren't even Flesh Rippers. And it's really important that you use a Flesh Ripper. So yeah, and you will definitely not have any accuracy problems with that. Goodness me. Yeah, it's a great starting point. Again, you want to push this DPS up here as high as possible. Um, but the higher and higher that goes, the more expensive the axe gets, right? Yeah, if you got that for 2 div, that's good, dude. That's good if you got that for 2 div. Really solid. Uh, just as you get more currency, you will want to upgrade that. The weapon's always such a huge upgrade. Keep in mind, I've had this one for weeks now, right? And in Path of Building, this is literally under 800 physical DPS, I think. Let's have a look quickly. Huh? I think it's 765 is my one. Look at that. 765 DPS. And we've pushed the build this far. You can get ones in there with over 1,000 DPS. But they are very expensive, and I am not a good currency farmer. So I just play, and we just see how we go. Have we got any modifiers in here that are going to get us killed? Don't look like it. Let's have fun. Again, I stopped to loot there, and I really shouldn't have done that. Yeah, the 1,000 DPS X's are just exceptional, but that is going to be your very, very last upgrade, unless you get lucky enough to craft it yourself, because we are talking, they are, you know, I don't know, I've seen some really good ones, but they're 150 divines. Wow, that's a lot of frost things. I've seen some really good ones for 150 divines, and then I've seen some really good ones for like 300, 500, 600 divines. Like at this point, you know, that's got to be worth more than a mirror, right? So it's just ludicrous. But if you were really min-maxing this build, there's a long runway of improvement over what I've got. Like I'm at 765 DPS. Of course, it is important to have high DPS, but still the good modifiers, right? Because in the end game, as I've said in my videos, we scale with crit multiplier, so you want to make sure you get crit multiplier on your weapon. I think I just crafted it on mine, yeah. I've just got a nice 28% chucked on mine there. Like you'll see people put attack speed there if they've got an open suffix on the weapon. I'd argue crit multiplier is infinitely better. It's just how we scale, because realistically, if we're fighting a boss or if we're mapping, we are critting every single time we attack. Literally every single time. So more crit multiplier equals better. There's my TLDR. I'm just going to clear this map. And then we'll go mess the boss up. Yeah, it's a real fun build. I'm glad so many people have been enjoying this one. And I've been able to help so many people get it started, and you know, it's just really satisfying. Any enemies? There we go. Not a lot of density in this one. But I think it's been fairly good EXP. We're at 71% now. Yeah, I think this has been quite nice. Because there's 100% increased EXP on this map. Alright, here we go. I was a bit early there with the ice crash, sadly. Bonk. Does she summon other enemies here? I don't think she actually does. And bosses in this one. Sadly, even though the loot filter made it look like this was really nice, it will almost certainly be trash. These rings here, you need to get a lot of modifiers that align. Excuse me, for it to be any good. Yeah, again, this just looks like crap. We'll just dump it in here. Oh. Right, I've got a couple messages to check real quick. Just give me a second, everyone. Dun, 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 dun. Anything on Discord? There's your weapon there. Fix that there. Very nice. Okay, what should we do next? We're at 71% of the level. I'm not going to do any of the boss fights I haven't seen until we get that. So I think we'll just stick with some tier 16 maps. Let's get some good ones here. I'm just picking up whatever we come across. Yeah, oh, looks great. Now, one more, why not? Okay. And then I'm just going to alch them all. Okay, and now we just got to check stuff here. Can't inflict exposure, doesn't really matter. Don't really matter. Okay, here's one mod we look out for. This one is just annoying as hell. You'd have to take a mana flask in, and it's just clunky. Players can't regenerate life, mana, or energy shield. I just don't do it. It's just a nuisance. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Reflect elemental damage. You can do these maps. You need to have a... this gem here, if you see this, awakened elemental damage with attack support. It means that you don't have, well, you just don't take reflected damage from your ice crash anymore. However, and someone smarter than me, you can maybe let me know, but if you look down here, my leap slam is doing some cold damage as well, and I can't actually find where and why. So far, I haven't been able to track it down. What on earth is doing this added cold damage? I'll have to look in POE again. But anyway, so it means that my Leap Slam will kill me. So I'm not going to do a Elemental Reflect map either. But if I could figure that out, then you absolutely could. You just have to turn Infernal Cry off, I'm pretty sure. You literally, if you do an Elemental Reflect map, you just clear that out. And if your Leap Slam didn't kill you, like mine did, you'd be good to go. Happy days, right? Yeah, if anyone actually does know what is causing my Leap Slam to have that extra cold damage, it has to be something on the tree. I just haven't tracked it down yet. It has to be. There has to be something somewhere saying adds cold damage, I think. Anyway. We'll reroll that one as well. Less accuracy doesn't really matter. Oh, this is a big one. Monsters cannot be leeched from. Complete no-no. I'm actually going to write that here. Map mod. Monsters cannot be leeched from is an absolute no. This is #1 way that you're just going to die instantly. Because when we ice crash, we hurt ourselves, and then we leech the life back, right? And the mana. So if you can't do either of those things, yeah, you're gone. So we do not do that one. Everything else looks good here. Can't be taunted, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. As long as it doesn't have the few mods that I just like listed there, I normally run anything. And Physical Reflect I don't do because you basically have to take Leap Slam out. You could, if I put a white socket here, we could just swap in like Flame Dash for a Physical Reflect map, and then you would be able to do that as well. No, happy days. Again, oh, we immediately slurped up the teleport buffer. That's nice. I'm tempted to leave immediately, just because it's annoying with the Headhunter, right? But then again, it's quite handy for mapping, so see how we go. If I just like start free casting Ice Crash, then it should teleport me into groups, and they're already dead. But as it stands right now, this is just a bit rippy. I think I'm gonna leave and come back. Yeah, that's an annoying buff when you get that one. Just when we're trying to level up. If I wasn't trying to level up, I wouldn't care, but when I am, I don't really want to make a stupid mistake and die for no reason, right? Teleport into a juicy pack of goats or something that are shotgunning a trillion fireballs at me, and there's just nothing I can do about it because I didn't expect to be there. That is the one downside I have seen to the Headhunter. The only one. Everything else is just exceptional. So I consider that its balance. Is every now and then we get that mod, and we just have to be aware of it. And then I either just teleport out of the map or deal with it. I think we're actually near the boss fight here. There he is. Oh, and he's gone. Time to make some mistakes. Bye-bye. Like, this is just the most insane bossing build I have ever done. It is a one button and they are gone. Obviously not in like the big multi-phase boss fights, you know, they're a bit more involved. But even those are a joke. There's the electric man. We will kite him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like breach stones are quite good for getting EXP, right? Is that right, guys? If anyone knows a better way than just doing mapping, I would love to hear it, because I want this level up. And then eventually, I'm not going to do it immediately, but I will want another one. Pretty sure I want to be 97 for all the passives that I've had to take out to make the headhunter work. It's either that or I just get a new ring, I think. I could rebalance stuff around that, but can't be bothered trading for something right now either. So where are the enemies spawning here? Some here, but I can hear some like over there. Ah, they're spawning back here. That was unlucky. Very nice. Ah, the explosions never get old, man. Play this build. Never once will I get old. It's so satisfying. We'll just finish this map off real quick, and then off we pop. What's the time? Okay, I've probably only got an hour. Maybe we should leave now. This map. Yeah, it's time to go. Oh, hello, gentlemen. Oh, that's a good one. We might actually do that. I do enjoy the Drox boss fight, so I think we'll probably do that. Where does it put it over here? It's only a level 15 map, but it's a fun one, so we'll do that. Yeah, in a frenzy chair, blah 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 blah. Yeah, happy days. We probably won't one-shot him because I think they've got like 60%. I saw that there was just some sort of damage reduction modifier on this map, but never know. See how we go. Beautiful. You know who I haven't seen in forever? Is the boss fight that drops that Svalin shield. Which is a shame, because I want a theory craft around that thing. And I don't really want to buy one. Just to probably not use it. Because the Flesh Ripper is so good, right? I'm just wondering if there is a world that exists where we go to a one-handed axe with this build, and we take a shield to completely become, you know, immortal. And the damage still remains, you know, really, really good. This is just what my mind's thinking, right? We'll stop about there, because this can get quite rippy for no reason. Just freezing the rare mobs. Love to see it. Alright. Look at that, man. That was a lot of density that's just gone. The comparison between this and like my early live streams, oh my goodness. I mean, it's all there on YouTube. You can see how I've scaled this build up over time. I mean, not all of it, but you know, the main bits of it. Especially leveling in the early mapping and red maps and stuff. Back when I was a little pleb. There's a shrine in there I'm trying to click. Oh, this is meaty. Oh, I think we've got, yeah, it's happening. This is my favorite thing with the Headhunter. Oh, we've actually juiced too much, and I ran out of mana. Oh, goodness me. That's one thing I would say to all people doing this build. Don't attack too much. You really don't need to with this weapon. Normally you wanna... It's hard for me to talk when there's stupidity like this happening though. Look at this. Oh, let's just go. Let's keep it going. Hello, Drox. Little babby Drox. And he's gone. Just stupid, man. You don't want to ice crash too often, is what I was trying to say. You normally want to like ice crash, wait like half a second, and then you're gonna ice crash again. Use that time to war cry or reposition or something. If you ice crash too often, you're probably just gonna run out of mana. So yeah, there's just something to consider as well. I wish OBS like worked properly, because when it says that there's like these viewers watching it doesn't actually tell me. It just constantly seems to glitch up. It's really strange. All right, let's refresh this page here. Excellent. Okay, we are going to keep going. We're at 75%. I would love to get this level up. That would be a great goal for the day. And that will be it for the day. You will notice as well, I touched on this at the beginning of the video, but I've been carrying this belt around with me. This is like my single target boss fight belt. Obviously when we're mapping or delving or whatever, it's better to just use the Headhunter because there's so many rare mobs that we're killing. So even by the time we get to the boss at the end, there's no point me swapping my belt out because, you know, we're going to kill everything instantly. But that is why I've been carrying that around. If I was, say, to do like Shaper or Cirrus, actually not Shaper, because there's a big ad phase now. Cirrus is a better example. I would use the other belt because there are no ads. And if I could sustain this explosion thing, like work this explosion thing into the build, I'd be really happy. I love this shrine. It's so satisfying. Just everything blowing up. I mean, it already blows up, but you know what I mean. Ooh, we got hit directly by a meteor there, and I hear it. Another pro tip for you guys. This one's from Hero Evermore. If you run out of mana, ever, let's say you're in a 1v1 specifically, the best thing that you can do... Up the stakes. Bonk. The best thing that you can do is to, I know, right? They are absolutely beautiful, Dreamer. The best thing you can do when you run out of mana is to leap slam on the enemies. If you leap slam, because we have mana leech, right? And our leap slam actually does like 3 million plus damage, because, you know, build is stupid. You should leech back the mana, and you'll be good to go. God, I'm teleporting around again. I'm just going to quickly exit this map and come back. I really want the MTX for this skill. But do you want to see something funny? Where is it under? Ice crash. 135, and I'm at 111. Oh. Guff moves to research, Chimeria to transportation. Is Guff even good anymore? Chimeria transportation gives league-specific uniques. Guff in research gives craft spam. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put you in the den at the bottom there. Yeah, I need to actually set that board up properly. Are you a fellow Ice Crasher Dreamer? I'm trying to remember if you're in the Discord or not. Your name does look familiar. Got too much in my brain at the moment. Oh, we have very much fully cleared this map. I would recommend this build to anyone and everyone, even your grandma. I don't want to. Oh, that's Drox again, and we could go bully Drox in one hit again. But we'll keep doing what we've got here for now. YouTube comment. That's right. I knew your name looked familiar. This build is a thing of beauty now. Sorry, just got a couple of messages on my phone here, and that looks like we're good there. Yeah, the chieftain version, that's right. How did it go with the chieftain? Obviously, I'm a big fan of the Juggernaut with the endurance charges and stuff like that. But I could see chieftain being really fun. I know he's got lots of strong ascendancies, I'm pretty sure. Some very, very strong ones, actually. And a lot of people have been asking about a mace version of the build, and I am intrigued by that. And I know people have done it, because you can get maces with an absurd amount of physical DPS. The thing is, can you get the crit chance, the reliable 100% crit chance? That I'm not so sure about. But then again, maybe if you only had like 50, 60, 70% crit chance, but the physical damage is so high, maybe it's worth it, right? That's definitely something to theory about. You couldn't scale properly? Ah, fair enough. Yeah. Did you end up swapping to this, or are you gonna keep trying to make it work? Lack of knowledge? Yeah, to be fair, I would not know how to scale a chieftain version. Again, I am standing on the shoulders of giants with Hero Evermore's original theory crafting here, right? Like, he did all the hard work. I just built on top of it. So, yeah, I wouldn't even know how to begin. I think you would do with the chieftain something to do with like that what's that ascendancy? It's like when you have a certain amount of fire resistance or something, and that applies to your other resistances, and then you would stack your fire resistance sky high, and then that would mirror over to your other resists, and then there's your defenses. Something like that. I don't know. I've definitely heard of that before. Wow, that was a very quick map. Should we blood stance this guy? The stakes are being upped. Oh, you're alive. Ooh. Since I started Chieftain, I re-rolled to Righteous Fire. Nice. I have done Righteous Fire before. That's a classic build. And you've got such an amazing content resource. What's his name? Is it Pox? He's like exceptional with that. Why can't I take this thing out? I do want to do that, but not right now. I hope that the Maven keeps witnessing my maps for the time being. Can't be taunted, yada 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 yada. That's fine. Yeah, I got about 1 hour. Can I, whoops, that was a terrible start. Can I get this level in an hour here? You can see how long it takes to level in the end game. I need to do, like, the, I tried the Infinite Warcry power and the free Fist of War node. Oh, yeah, that's a nice one. With the Ancestral Call and Fist of War and that. And then you could work in, like, Cold Penetration and... I don't know, whatever, right? That would be very, very nice. Oh, we got the Chaos Explosions again. Oh, this thing's so satisfying. It did what I wanted to, but 0 DPS. Ah, we don't want 0 DPS, we want 100 million. And a Headhunter, because why not? Look at that, the Leap Slam killed all those trash mobs there. I didn't even have to Leap Slam, to Ice Crash. They were already dead to the Leap Slam. Just fantastic. Look at my clear speed, man. It's just gone through the roof. Oh, dead end. That's boring. Start this up. I love the shrine so much. I think it just looks pretty. I don't actually think it's doing anything for me, if I'm being completely honest, because everything dies in one hit anyway. To the ice crash. So I doubt that the 25% of their life or whatever is really doing that much. Where's the boss fight here? I'm really glad I've taken the defensive ascendancy again. I know it's a like 4 or 5% DPS hit on paper, but the defensive buff from it is so good that yeah, it's just so worth it to me. Any enemies? This is a terrible layout for a breach. Let's try over here. Oh god, hello. I'll read that in a second, just because there's a lot of enemies going. Oh, that's nice EXP though. I do like that. Oh, I forgot about the tree. I completely forgot that I was supposed to be defending a tree there. Well, goodbye tree. Sorry about that, buddy. Don't have the resources to get... Or the main motivator for Ice Crash was the transfigured version. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure Hero Evermore said that the transfigured version is worse than the main one, but I have not tried it. Full disclosure there. I have not tried it, so I do not know if that's true. But I trust him. What is happening? Well, we're done here. What does the transfigured version do? What's a dual wielding version? Ah, that's quite cool. Yeah, I'm just sure it's... don't get me wrong, it's probably not bad. It's just going to be a very different build to the one that he's made and we built on top of here. Give me my endurance charges, game. Whoa! You see that? That's because I only had 4. That's why I normally like to roll all of my war cries when I first enter a map. Make sure I'm at 7 and then start mapping. So that time I got lazy, and immediately you notice the difference, right? Oh, tier 17 map, very nice. Probably just sell that. I actually haven't done any yet, tier 17s. I think before I try that, I want to rejig and try and up the defenses, because I know how scary they are. We have the damage for it, don't get me wrong, but I know that there's like a bunch more mechanics you actually have to dodge, and if you do get hit, it really hurts, and that's not what this build excels at right now. We excel at just getting in there and face tanking the damage, so... If you're a good player, you'd definitely be able to do tier 17s. I'll try it. How are we doing? 79% now, okay. The chieftain would have all 6 in a singular cry. All 6 what, sorry? Oh yeah, oh, endurance charges? Yeah, we get all 7 of ours normally in a singular cry. Oh, it's a 25% chance to happen. But, I mean, yeah, like, it's just more important that they, once they're at 7, they just stay at 7. I don't really care how long it takes for them to get there. I remember that was one of my biggest pain points with this build at the start, was it was like, okay, yes, in theory, we've got 3 power charges and 3 to 4 frenzy charges and this, that, and the other, but I wasn't actually sustaining them. And that really annoyed me. So that was the very first thing I tried to fix. Was just making them stay up more often. Bloody phase boss fights. Where we can't just insta-kill them. Oh god, this is actually kind of annoying. Where's the boss? Come here. Thank you. I am using Enduring Cry, yes. I roll it every now and then as well. But again, we don't... At this point, we don't need it anymore. You would not need to use Enduring Cry. I think all that... Does that give you health regen as well? Yeah. That's kind of like the only thing that Enduring Cry is even doing anymore. Because anytime I War Cry ever, it doesn't matter what it is, because of this mob mentality here, have a 5% chance to grant an endurance, frenzy, or power charge per power. We have a minimum of 10 power with this mastery here at all times. So yeah, it's just guaranteed charges whenever we Warcry, no matter what the Warcry is. So, Enduring Cry, honestly, is it's so good when you're gearing up. But when you've got that cluster jewel, yeah, it's I think we really even need it anymore. It is actually something I've been thinking about, because if we could get a link back there, I mean, what could we do with that, right? Because the only reason you use Enduring Cry when you're leveling in that is to make sure that you press E in my case, and it says, okay, there's a whole bunch of enemies around you, let's give you all your endurance charges. But yeah, we don't need that anymore. We just have them up at all times anyway, even if there's no enemies around us. So, yeah, just something I'm thinking about potentially dropping. Quite interesting. I love the theory crafting in this game. Get some stacked decks here. I will just sell all of those, honestly. I have had one good divination card in this entire league so far. Just one, but it dropped from the Minotaur boss fight, not from stacked decks. I haven't got anything good from them. So I've just been a little bitch, and I've been selling them, rather than gambling. Right, how are we doing? 80% now. Wow, that's not bad for that last map, huh? Oh, I would love to get this level up, but I just don't have that long to play now. The rest of the day. I like to see essences now, because I know that it's a guaranteed headhunter buff. Whoa, that hurt. I think we've got less resistances on this map, so I actually don't want to be just face tanking everything. Probably something to keep in mind here. Again, if we do die, I'm using the thing in our inventory that should prevent us from losing that much experience. But even then, it's still going to set us back. We don't want to die at all, right? Wow, yeah, like, don't want to be face tanking stuff in this map. Like we are doing, because I am making no attempt to back off from the enemies, and I'm just playing as normal. But it's working out so far. What's the worst that could happen, right? Famous last words. Oh, meaty ice crashes. Just get the buffs back up. Nice little lightning storm joining us now. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. This is the arena? Oh, it's this map. Yeah, I remember this one. Oh, there we go. 2 very nice map drops there. Can this, can someone tell me, does this ever drop higher than tier 11? Is it just Cortex that's tier 13? Or map tier... Monster level 83? Is that how that works? Because that's the only one that I've seen that's been 83 so far. But maybe that's by design. I've never run the synthesis stuff before this league, so not too knowledgeable about it. The tiers don't matter for those? Okay, thank you. Yeah, that makes more sense. So we're always excited to see that map then. Not even when it's Whoa! See that? I think that was the maiming on hit or whatever there. I had 4 stacks of some green debuff there. Oh, we're actually done here. And we just took a big physical damage hit there. Don't actually know what it was. It didn't kill us though. That's good. Again, if we didn't have the new defensive, if we didn't have this new Ascendancy, like that probably would have killed us there. Whatever that random hit was from an enemy. I recommend this to everyone. The mod changes the area level? Ah, okay. Right. Give me just 1 second, everyone. Literally, like 1 minute. What do you think of Red Blade banner in a weapon swap for infinite Warcry power? What would infinite Warcry power give us? What does it give us? Infinite. Like, is there something that scales better if it's infinite? Because if so, then I'm very interested. I don't know about this tech, but I'm very interested. But yeah, there just needs to be something that interacts with that with our build, I guess. Just give me like 1 second here, literally 1 second. All right, can you hear me again? Max buff power and to use it at the start of the map. What are the only buffs that we're actually getting right now is this one. So that would get you your 7 endurance charges, but we kind of get that anyway, so that doesn't really matter. This one gives you critical strike chance per power, which is great, but it has a limited cooldown. Infinite power on that would be... Oh no, but it has a maximum, counting a maximum of 25 power. I don't know, I don't think that one really matters that much, because we have a 100% crit chance anyway, so that's not really giving us too much there. Easier way to get the charges. I mean, yeah, it would be, but like at the start of a map anyway, I normally just press that and we've probably got everything up. And if we don't, I just press it again. You know. I normally just roll them once and then I just start mapping. It sounds like if this is an easy thing to do, and you just literally have it in your second weapon and then you like, yeah, go for it. It sounds very good. What's it called? Red Blade banner? Is it a unique or something? Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for here. That's alright. But if it's like literally a thing that you just smack down, you get your infinite... Like, you could do that, but I honestly think it's overkill. You literally just walk into a map, roll your buffs once, and you're probably good to just start mapping now. But yeah, like, oh, it's a unique shield. Okay, thank you. Yeah, like, it would work. It sounds... Yeah, but like, look at that. I just rolled my buffs once. We have 7 endurance charges. That's all I care about. Now we just go, and we'll get the rest as we map. Everything else is just a bonus to damage, and crit chance and stuff, right? And we get them all within like literally 5 seconds of hitting enemies. You have everything up. So yes, you could do this. Do you need to? I would say no. But it would work. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It would work. Oh, that's detonate nearby corpses. We're gonna skedaddle. Although I think Infernal Cry blew everything up, so it was fine. What's this boss fight? I actually haven't done this one in forever. Let's just make sure to dodge the bullshit chaos beam from the sky, and happy days. Bye-bye! I like the way that she says that line. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to full clear the map before I do the boss fight, so we get more map bosses spawn. That was silly of me. It doesn't really matter though. I'm gonna full clear it now anyway. Just would have been a bit more optimal to do it that way. But yeah, Dreamer, I'd say it's a good idea. It's just you don't have to do it. You will you'll get your charges literally instantly as soon as you like blow up the first pack of enemies. Like it all charges up at all times. Um, if you see what I mean, like we're never gonna dip below max again. It just won't happen because of the cluster duel and the auto exertion and blah 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 blah. But good idea though. But yeah, if you can think of like more like ideas like that, that's awesome. Because again, I don't think we need Enduring Cry anymore. I don't think we need it at all. So we've got a socket to play with there. Technically, we don't even need faster attacks with our Leap Slam. It's just really nice quality of life. But we have got another socket there, right? So those are things that we could play with. If there's just like something that would give us more damage or more survivability, probably at this point is more important. I am eager to hear it. And that's anyone, if anyone has any ideas. Looks like we're done here. The map clear is just insane now. I need to do some Nathan stuff, but the last one we did, just messed it up a little bit. This has got the boss that wants to explode and kill us at the end, so we'll be on the lookout for him. Oh, and we have 50% less recovery rate on this one, so we won't be war crying as often. I keep doing that. Keep opening the Pantheon to show you guys, accidentally. It is a mistake when I'm doing that. Might actually rebind that to something else, so I stop fucking doing that. Throws me off every time. Oh my god, stop it! Actual clown content. I do think that this means that our war cries are coming out slower, the auto exertion ones, which means sadness. Yeah, it definitely looks like it is. It can be annoying, these maps, the less recovery rate, especially if it's like a really low amount of recovery rate. Because obviously, when I war cry, it's to get our life back. I'm kind of using it as a life blast, if I'm being completely honest. Another thing I've considered is dropping the life blast completely, but it does still save my life from time to time. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest of your day. The life blast in the real panic situations, I am just mashing the 1 button to keep myself topped up. It has definitely still saved my life. So I'm not ready to let go of it just yet. But most of the time, we top ourselves back up by just using the war cry. It's instant health recovery, it's 15% of your life, and you can normally smack out 2 of them in like, you know, no time at all, so... Yeah, quite a few things. Oh god, so much fire. Quite a few things that I'm interested in tweaking with. Super happy that we got the Headhunter in the build though. Like, this thing is just disgusting. I think this has been a really good showcase of it, right? I wouldn't mind doing a video again. I did record the first time I ever used it. Because, you know, that was really exciting to me. But, still is, honestly. So I might do a little video cobbled together there. I might enchant that. Boop. Get away from the firestorm. Who's still alive? I think we're coming up to the boss fight here in a second. This thing has yet to give me anything good. I'm gonna do it, of course. Just clear the area first. Ow. Nice, okay. Make sure nothing comes up and smacks me in the back. What do we got here? Lose life a second, 50% rarity, is that any good? But like rarity stackers, nah, it's 2 chaos, right? Like just rubbish. But who's gonna want minus 60 fire resisted? Like this stuff is just terrible. But I have seen people pull some disgusting rings out of that thing before, so it is worth looking at, I think. Now, of course, we need to be careful on the boss fight here. He does blow up one of them when he dies, and that does a crazy amount of damage. So we'll make sure not to get hit by that. I think they're already dead, so teleport away. Oh no, still alive. Still alive. There we go. There it is. I was playing quite defensive there because I didn't want to get blown up by the nuke. I'm sure we could have probably face tanked it at this point, but yeah, again, we're just really trying to get this level. Almost there now. Actually, isn't Syndicate Safe House really good for... Pretty sure it is. Oh my god, we've got heaps of them here. Well, why not? I think I get 10 thing toward it every single time I do a map. So we probably should just do these when we get them, if I'm being completely honest. This gives really good EXP. Yeah, I'm gonna... That's very silly. I should have been doing that sooner. Oh, look at this. This is great. I see we're only 3 bars away now. That makes me very happy. Slurping up some rare mobs as well. Yep, there's a few more. We've got 13 buffs now. Whoever's the leader of intervention is shitting bricks right now. Come here! Bye-bye. Yeah, the problem is I don't have my thing set up very well at all, as in, literally not at all. So it's no good. But that was, I think, a pretty decent amount of EXP right there. I'm pretty sure we were under that 3rd bar when we started that, and we actually went... Yeah, that's really good. There we go, 7 endurance charges, off we go. I see a rare. I love that our character in the universe is basically a god. Like, this is obscene. Bonk. Apparently got some zombies now as well. I'll take it. There's actually a few more enemies over here. I will kill them. Wow, this is really, really good EXP. I should have been doing this much sooner. This is actually fantastic. I actually can't believe how much this is giving. We will be doing more of that. We'll just map, and then on the side, just run these whenever we get them. What are we at now? 88%? Let's see what we get to. Here's Gravicius. Okay, good. You need to be in transportation, buddy. That's good. Okay, I found him now. So we just want to dump him in transportation. Everyone else we do not care about. Okay, I think the mobs is what gives the XP then. We didn't seem to get much from killing him at the end. Crafting bench. Swap a div card with another random one. Sure, we can do that. Divination. I'm just going to take the first thing that doesn't look too good in here. I think this is garbage. Yeah, oh well. Can you use it again? No, of course not. Yeah, so you really want him in transportation, because then he gives you a full stack of cards, and you can get, you know, some very, very nice ones. Guess we'll do this as well. Got half an hour. Can we get this level in half an hour? I think we can. I actually think we can. Um, Should be able to get this level. And then I might do Maven, because that might get me killed, right? The memory game thing that I've never seen before. But I wouldn't. That would be quite cool to end on, just a fight I've never ever seen. You can watch me probably mess it up and die. That would be quite enjoyable for everyone, I think. Like I think we'll DPS phase it instantly. I'm very certain of that. It's just, yeah, if we mess up the mechanics that I haven't seen, is what will get me killed. I think I actually get a Steam achievement if we finish her off today. This fucking teleporting thing. Hello, enemies. Where am I right now? Over here. Now we're over here. It's such a weird one. It does make you zoom through the map, though. It's just a bit risky. Because you can end up teleporting into a big pack that you're just not ready for, and they're already shotgunning you in the face, and then that's not happy days. I think it's over now. Oh, we'll definitely get this level in half an hour. I'm actually just gonna do this now. We've got a little bubble shield, look at this. Pop our flasks. Bye-bye. Bro. I have no words. If you are interested in this build, definitely watch the videos I put out about it. They will get you started immediately. I could not recommend this enough. This is the most fun I've had in this game in years. Kind of got to backtrack now from all the places that I teleported away from. Getting a few ancient shards here. Could try an ancient orbs and belts. Man, that was fantastic, and that boss just... I guess the... yeah. I've done so many boss fights for the first time this league. I've done the Searing Exarch, I've done the Eater of Worlds. Although I did it again, and it went to this like weird phase, and I did not understand the mechanic. So I need to actually look up that fight properly. Like, I'd like to do Searing Exarch again. He's a very cool fight. With one of my favorite pieces of music in this entire game. It's really good. Zoom! Looks like there's maybe just some mobs here. Are we good? Nope. Pick the gold up and I guess we'll go then. I'm not going to go look for 21 monsters. It's probably not worth it. Oh, right, we got another one. I actually will do that, because the EXP is really good there. Yeah, we'll definitely just chuck that straight back in. Oh, this is Cortex. Didn't even look at it. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Pray for a good drop, everyone. I'm pretty sure we can get a really good drop from this map. I think it might even be the flask that I'm using, the Bottled Faith. That's like the best case scenario that you get from this map here. I just like the EXP we're getting. We are absolutely zooming through these levels now. Nice music. I'm gonna try and do this methodically so we can, Oh yeah, and the last time I did this boss fight, he summons ads in an ad phase, and he's summoning rare mobs, and we're gonna slurp them up with the headhunter and use them against him. It's just beautiful. Now I think there are like a couple of mechanics we need to be on the lookout for in those boss fights though, because just don't want to get killed by anything really. Really good density in this map. Look, we're almost done. Look, we've flown through this level. Yeah, I'm glad these maps started dropping. Should check if I have any more. Again, the composer for this game is exceptional. Such good music. I'm gonna be quiet and listen to it for a bit. Just cranking the music up a bit here. Pretty good. Alright, let's do it. Bloodstones for this one, everyone. Yeah, we still don't want to be face tanking the slams and stuff here. Yeah, I don't really know these mechanics. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what I was taking damage to there. Chonking their health down, dude. Look at this. I think this is the ad phase. Pray for rare mobs, everyone. Go back to sand stance here. If he summons rare mobs, we slurp them up with Headhunter, and it's just a happy time. Yep. You are a fool, buddy. Shouldn't be summoning these. Oh, we got the teleport buff again. That's actually probably not ideal. I don't think it'll be a problem in the boss fight, though. Back to Blood Stance for damage here. Lovey says this is my own creation, and then it seems to be the same enemy. I don't know what he's doing right now. This is staggering damage. Second ad phase, I think? Or is that the end? I remember it ends quite anticlimactically. Yeah, I think that was the end. Okay. Any good drop spray? Nah. Scammed. There you go. That's the Cortex boss. Bullied into submission. Really amazing music there, though. He's any good? Evasion, crit chance. I don't think they're going to be very good. We'll dump them in here. I don't think anyone will buy that. Okay, we just need a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more EXP, and then we're done. Let's take like 4 more maps, maybe, that we haven't done here. Which ones haven't we done today? Jungle Valley is a good one. Okay, we don't want can't regenerate life, so we roll that one off. We don't want reflect elemental damage, for now, until we figure out what we're doing wrong. We don't want can't be leached from. Looks fine. That looks fine. Can't be stunned, can't regenerate life. Don't want that. Alright, this all looks fine. Gonna start with the Jungle Valley one, I think. We have got 4% to go. Any... Oh, there we go. Okay, exit. Yeah, we'll do the Wildwood as well. Sorry, person trading me there, but on the clock. Really like to finish this before it's 1 o'clock. I never played whatever league has this zone in it. I wonder how it was at the time. Is this Affliction? I think that's right. I don't really know what I'm doing in here. I think you just kill stuff and you basically slurp up the wisps. And then they just buff the map up a little bit, I think. Don't know. That's my understanding of what you're doing in there. I think we're going to get the teleport buff here. Steve mode. Okay, he's asked twice. Go on Steve mode. We'll give you a cluster jewel. Where have I put it? 10 chaos. Yeah, that one's not terrible. It's got lead by example and stuff. What's the bet he's found another buyer now that I just teleported out of the map? I will give him 20 more seconds. And by that I mean 10. Too late. Okay. I'm sure he found another one then. Ow. I think that's because I didn't have my endurance charges up. A shrine up here, we'll slurp some stuff up there for sure. 2 shrines, excellent. It's such a beautiful day here today. I'm looking forward to a nice stroll out there. I think I've slurped up the electric man. I think that's... I can hear him in the background somewhere. Very nice. We are absolutely zooming right now. I want to upgrade that to a thing. There we go. I actually do need these vile orbs. We'll go back to that. Ow. Goodness me, guys. We've got some really good buffs right now. Can't even make it into the door. Oh yeah, this is a bit of an ad phase. What are we at? 2% to go. Nice. That feels really good to have got a level up again. Or about to have. Let's not speak too soon, huh? There's the boss. She's gone. Okay. We'll quickly... Yeah, there's more than 50 mobs left. We'll probably just go... find them. Oh, no, less than 50 now. Yeah, that's it. Done. Right, we'll go straight into the next one here. Yeah, I don't mind courthouse. And once I've got this level up, I'll probably do my glacier gold farming of it again. Just because the final boss of that can be rippy. Again, not today. I'm gonna stop very soon here. And I think unless there's a bunch of people still there, I'll probably save the Maven fight as well, and do that another time. Unless there's someone here that wants to see that, in which case just sing out. And I'll do it for you. Oh, we've got the teleport buff again. Just depends if there's peeps here or not. But if not, I'm gonna save it because I got stuff to do. We just need to be careful with this teleport buff. No, no. Anyone still alive? Leo, Chimera. I don't really care about these guys, right? We just want
always hoped I'd get away.
we just need Gravicius in the bottom here. So I think what we want to do is find transportation. Sorry, Rin.
You are a bloodthirsty little beast, aren't you?
Okay, hopefully that's kicked out. Unfortunate though, he went into if you look at this, he went to research. So we need to find the research encounter and then pick him out of there. I need him in transportation, and then I'm happy. And then I think what you do is you do the Katarina, is that her name? Boss fight? And then you get extra rewards, and it's just a happy. I will look the strat up. Something like that, though. I think that's the bare bones of it. Well, here's research. Again, if we can bargain Gravicius into transport, that's what we're going to do. And you know what my favorite thing about research is? There's a lot of rare mobs in here. And we can eat all of these buffs. Here's another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. You get the point, right? Oh, he's teleported to me. There he is. Chimera moves to research. Oh, I really don't want that. We want him in transportation. So what are you supposed? I think you're supposed to interrogate him at this point. Think, because you need him to. Yeah, and then you just interrogate people so that he's free on the board again. It's something like that. I need to actually do some research. This is not a strat that I know. Okay, boss fight coming up here. Yep, you wouldn't think it's a boss fight, would you? We are literally at 99% for the level. We'll see if we can do it in this map. Otherwise, we'll do one more. There it is, everyone. We've actually got a buff that gives us more EXP for the next like minute or something, but I assume it will run out as soon as we leave the map. So what I should have done there is teleport out and run that synthesized map. But I'm not immediately going to try and force this next level up, because I will stop and do some black spikes and stuff, I think. That's awesome, look at that. So we're now 96. It was so easy to level up with the new belt as well. Like it gives such a huge offensive and defensive layer. Again, insanely expensive, right? Not needed for the build, but it's really pushed it even further forward. And I hope that this video today is showing that. Where's that EXP buff? I could have sworn it said something like Omen of Brilliance in your inventory. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that gives you more EXP for... I don't see a buff or anything, so... Oh well, that's it. We're done there. Okay, the question now is, what will be the more impactful thing? I think on a whole, it's this one. I want my Frenzy charge back. So yeah, done. The other thing that I had to take out just to make the Headhunter work was this mastery right here. The 25% the crit multiplier. We want that back in. but that's only against unique enemies, so it's only on boss fights. So for now, I think just having one extra frenzy charge, that's, you know, just nicer. Um, yeah, amazing. Level 96 now. Dear Lord. This build is nuts. And I've got yet another one of these things to do. That's pretty fantastic. I will actually put this away for now. I've got a whole bunch of them you're about to see here. There you go. I got 5 of these things that I can just, if I accidentally die, I can just boop, swap another one in. Which is very nice. Top that one up. I think I will push, without a doubt, another level. Didn't take too long. I know I've been streaming a little while today. Does this command still work? Slash uptime? Does that work? Stream elements, are you here? I don't think he's here. There's supposed to be a bot in my chat that tells you that. I think you can find it on OBS somewhere, can you? I can't. Anyway, whatever. We did, you know, a good couple hours there, but I managed to get 60% of a level through. And that was just from mapping and a bit of delving, right? So that was pretty good. So I think when we level up again, we'll get that critical mastery back. I would like to get some more life on this build. But that's just going to have to wait, because I want my damage back. But as ludicrous as that sounds, because our damage is off the complete rails at the moment, so... Alright, I gotta stop there, everyone. Thank you for watching if you've been about. Again, if you are interested in the build... Oh, here we go. I've got the gear. I will quickly respond to this before I go. You need more mana? Okay, Jonas, if you send me your POB and everything on Discord, just put it in the POE chat of my Discord server, and I'll see it in there, and I can help you out. But just while I've got you on here for a second, go ahead and take this mana mastery right here that says 12% increased mana reservation efficiency of skills. Definitely grab that one. And then what I need you to do is go to your ring, and on one of them you need to put war cries cannot exert travel skills, and on the other one put non-channeling skills have minus to mana cost, okay? If you've got a spot on your belt, even better, put the belt as war cries cannot exert travel skills, and then on both the rings put non-channel skills have minus mana cost. If you don't have that craft, I think you just need to buy, don't have that craft, buy Veiled Elrion rings or amulets from trade website. That should be like a couple chaos. I'll see if I can quickly find you the filter for that, because that will definitely help you out. Elrion, yeah, here you go. And we'll just type in ring. Boom. If you look at this, literally grab any of those items at all and just unveil them. They're going to be like 1 chaos, 2 chaos, until you get the craft here for this one here. Non-channeling skills have minus to total mana cost. You've got Exert on Belt and non-channeling... Oh, you've already got it. Well, that might help someone else, right? So, I don't mind having said that. Yeah, see if you can... If you're still having mana problems, put it on both your rings, right? If this mastery here that I was just talking about doesn't fix it, the 12% increased mana reservation efficiency, what you might need to do, Jonas, is get this small cluster jewel here that has Spiteful Presence. And if you look at my Hatred Aura, that takes it from reserving 50% mana all the way down to nearly 30%, which will really help as well. And if that still doesn't fix your problems, what I would say for you to do is just take Rallying Cry out of your auto exertion setup. There is no scenario where your mana problem shouldn't be fixed at the end of all of that. Thank you. So let me just write that again. So number 1, mana mastery for 12% reservation. Just see if you can do it with this mana mastery first. Efficiency of skills. And then number 2 would be the small cluster jewel with Spiteful Presence makes hatred 50% less mana hungry. And then number 3 is whatever I just said, take out Rallying Cry from auto exertion. Yeah. Along the way there, that's in order of what you should try. Realistically, when you've done number 2, I think you'll be fine. You shouldn't have to take Rallying Cry out, but if you do, just take it out for now. It's fine. Yeah, no worries. Alright, I'm going to stop there, everyone. Thank you for watching. This has been a blast. Level 96, woo! We'll see what we can do next with the build, yeah? Okay, thanks everyone. Bye!